you already know what it is.
Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what?
And shame the devil.
I love being black. All right, people, I'm back. It's exactly 8:59 Central Time, and we got maybe an hour or two. I can't go over that, people. I can't go over that. But let's try to keep it under 2 hours tonight. Do that for your boy. That'd be great for me if you can do that for me. I appreciate it. As I always say, that this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, a brand new year, people. A brand new year, 2025. And God chose us to be in 2025. I always say, people, it is a good time to be living in the land of the living. And God know not to put me in the 1800s. He know not to put me in the 50s and 40s and 50s. He know not to put me in the 30s. He put me right where I need to be at so I can make an impact. Thank you, God. Thank you. Come on in, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. We got a special tonight, and we want to talk about one of the old videos that I've done last year with me and Sherry Hatchett. We did a video together, and we got a lot of great reviews on it. So I want to bring up some things about a mayoral candidate, Dalton mayoral candidate. Her name is Cassandra Jordan Hopson. She will be running in the general election. So the winner between Jason House and Tiffany, she will be running off against her or him. So she came on a platform, and a lot of people didn't like the way she was talking. She did stand her ground, but they said she didn't have a platform and she made herself look bad. So I'm going to let you I'm going to let you to be judge if she made herself look bad or not. You know, maybe in her eyes she thought she was doing the right thing. But I tell you, I'll let you be the judge. You be the judge. Now she's more than welcome to come in, and I haven't spoke with her yet. But as I promised, I will give her a day by herself on this platform, so the people can see who she is in her own words. Her own words. Let me get to my people down in there. Tiffany Wilson, how you doing? I appreciate you. All right, Leslie Brown, I appreciate you. Ron Gilmore, what's up, brother? I hope you have a good year. Man, God bless it. I'm going to speak it into existence. Val Spalding. Hey, Val. Jules Smith, how you doing? And your grandbaby and your daughter. Appreciate you guys. Moms of Chicago, Happy New Year. All right. Girl and what's that? Akiva, hello. All right. All right. Uh, Nene, all right. You dig? All right. Foxy. To Roxy 3. All right. Praise the Lord. 2025. Sharice, how you doing, Sharice? Praise the Lord. Tamara, good evening. Good evening. Good Anisha Thomas. All right. This is the day that the Lord has made. Donna Hammond, let us rejoice and be glad in it. I tell you, all right. Birthday baby, Happy New Year's. Yes, this year's going to be amazing. That's right, Leslie Brown. It's going to be amazing. Jerry K, what's up? First impression is the last impression, I was told. Woo-wee. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, people. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. It's going to be a great show tonight, and I'm going to stop it. Yes, yes, people, we have to pray for New Orleans. We don't want to forget our brothers and sisters down there that suffered a great loss. probably some that died was not living in New Orleans, but just there visiting for the Sugar Bowl. So we want to remember them as well. And I'm gonna do a special segment on them in New Orleans. So we'll get to that later. We want to do that. Roosevelt. Hey, you doing, Mr. Roosevelt? Also, I will be taking calls. Hey, Barbara Cooper, what's going on? Succeeding, you promised her a day and her response, and that snotty tone, well, either she's not doing interviews in the morning, but hey, listen, that's on her. That's on her. All right. Miller, all right. You know, please don't let her. All right. Michelle Scott. All right. All right. She might come on here tonight. Pray that she does come on here tonight. That'll be a blessing. That'll be a blessing. That'll be a blessing. Y'all coming on, y'all ready to rock and roll, I'm telling you. And see, let me just say this. What she did was, this is my personal own opinion, and I can be wrong. I am entitled to my opinion. I think she should have just waited until we hooked up and, I did a one-on-one with her, but she just went on and went on and went on. And it made a lot of people upset because she wasn't saying what the people wanted to hear. So, hey, I'm just talking about this video. Yeah. We're going to put this video up that I got. And it's the video that I hit up the other day. And we did it, and we're gonna listen to some reactions. This is my own video, YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and it's crazy, people. This is crazy. All right, let's get started. Yes, you are.
Martin.
Yes, you are. First lady.
Hi. Okay, I just wanted to jump on here real quick just to say thank you. This is the best episode you run this week. Miss Sherry, your integrity, don't let nobody make you lose it. Martin, you're the greatest host. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee is like my daddy, a fighter. The young lady that wears that black T-shirt and say you're going to jail, I'm going to get me one, baby. And for the lady that's playing the game, stop playing games, baby, because you know how it goes. It goes just like this. When you get ready to go to vote, nobody's going to see who you cast your vote for. You can tell people you're with this person. But, baby, when you walk out that door, you tell the other constituents, I voted for you. You know I did, girl. Okay? So don't get on here playing games. Martin is about the business. Now, if he's going to be about the business of Dolton, everybody put something in that boy's cash app and leave it alone.
All right.
That's all. And then if not, get off the phone.
You know what? Can I say something?
Down.
When
I
she's
don't
done.
want to see Mr. Lee. Hello?
Yeah, Mama House.
I don't want to see Mr. Lee.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Mama House.
Come out. Because Mr. Lee can read you your rights, and the man has integrity. He speaks very well. He told the lady, it is about the business of Dolton.
And if you heard me, ma'am, I did state that I agreed with him.
One problem. When people are speaking, let them finish.
I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am, but what you're saying it over and over every time somebody speaks. We don't want
ma'am, I live here. I pay a mortgage here. And if somebody speaking on the bills I'm paying,
I think maybe it's
I got a right to say something.
In this
yeah. This ignorant, no ignorant guy keep calling. I'm gonna block him.
You know what? I didn't call to argue. I called just to say that this was a good summation today. When you went to serve the Lord, baby, it's gonna work out all right, y'all. Keep doing what you're doing, and if you're doing it from your heart and God sees it, Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about in Dolton. And for the Republican lady, Cassandra.
I'm not Republican, honey. I'm independent. Independent.
Well, baby, whatever you are, it took you all this time today, on the Lord's day, to come up with that you're running. All you had to do was just get on right on the phone and say who you were and let people know. You're hitting the
sweetheart. Sweetheart. Well, see, now let me stop you there.
I'm old enough to be your mother because I'm 73.
Well, I'm not that far from you.
This Wednesday, January 1st, we're kicking off a 4-week chair workout challenge.
That's a commercial right there.
In a week, you'll feel better.
And,
in 2 weeks, you'll look better.
All right.
I appreciate it, but I don't. Let me see. And this is what I don't like: when people don't speak the way that they want you to speak, or say what they want you to say. Then you have a hidden agenda, or then you have a hidden motive. Well, let me say this, ma'am. I don't have a hidden agenda, nor do I have a hidden motive. The Lord released me in this season to run for mayor. I am on assignment, and I'm going to do what I've been called to do. Now, whether you guys vote for me or not, hey, let the polls speak for themselves. But you do know at this day, an hour and time, you do have a choice. You have more than House. You have more than Henyard. Now you have Mrs. Jordan on the ballot. So at the end of the day, I'm not knocking anybody over the head. I'm not jumping through any hoops. I'm going to run this race. I'm going to run it clean and do what I need to do, and then let the chips fall where they're made. So you just know that you have options.
No.
And I don't have. And let me stop. And I don't have a hidden agenda.
Okay.
I have plenty. Of integrity. Let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this.
I'm done.
Well, you can be done, but let me say this. I have had numerous of people to reach out to me to ask to work this campaign, and they have come to me and said they have plenty of dirt on all the candidates that's running. And I have said, listen, I will not go on a smear campaign. I will not be trying to dog anybody, although I've been starting to get dogged, and I'm a Tiffany plant, and I'm Tiffany too old, and all this other crazy stuff that folks are throwing out here, which I could care two lesses about. But at the end of the day, I could run a smear campaign and do all this craziness, but I will not. And I've had numerous of people to reach out to me and say, oh, I got the dirt on them. I got this on them, and I got that on them. And if you let me work with you, I can put it out there. But guess what? I have integrity. I don't feel like we need to do that. And I've said to numerous of people that's working for House's team, that's working for Tiffany's team, as I said to the young man when they challenged me. And people took a moment of me joking with him to break the ice. Because when we sat down at the desk, I saw that the young man was nervous. He was fidgeting with his phone. I knew the mic was on. The mic was right there. I take life serious, but I wanted to lighten up the moment because all of us were sitting there and he were in the room representing himself. And I said what I said to him to break the ice. I don't need the markets to pick up my leads. So they made us, whoever did it, made a little slandering video. Oh, she's trying to get her grass and all this stuff picked up. I said that to break the ice. I went on Jedediah to break the ice because a lot of people were saying, we don't know who she are, where she come from, whatever the case is. So I put myself out there to break the ice. But at the end of the day, I'm on an assignment. I've been talking about running for mayor.
God put you on your assignment, baby.
And he put me on the assignment, and I'm going to stay on the course. And I'm like I said,
all right, people. This is what we're going to be doing tonight. I just want to stop and let those that come in know what's going on, what we'll be doing tonight, and you have your chance to say whatever you want to say. My phone lines are open, 872-299-0808. I'll be stopping it frequently, and we're talking about Cassandra, mayoral candidate. She's an independent. She's not a Republican. Let's get that straight. Her tonight. And a lot of you guys was calling her Tiffany 2.0. And I want to know why you guys were saying that. And I'm not being messy. I want to know why you guys were saying that. And people, this is real. And I did offer her a chance to come on here and with her platform or what she have ideas, and it's still open, still open. I'm gonna reach out to her. I don't believe she reached out to me, but this is something, people. This is real. So let's get back to the video, and I want you guys to call in, make a comment. I'm gonna let it play for about 5 or 10 more minutes, then we stop and come back again till I get some callers. All right, let's get it going.
I'm not begging anybody to vote. I'm not doing any crooked stuff. I'm not slandering anyone. I choose not to do any of that. I've gotten emails, I've gotten phone calls, I've gotten all kind of stuff that, listen, I know all kind of dirt on all of them, but I choose not to do that. And I tell each and every one of them, we all can speak to each other. We can all be cordial to one another. Let's just run the race and may the best man or woman win. And that's it, and that's all. All this other crazy stuff, slander, I'm not interested in any of that. So all this craziness and negative, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to get? Well, at the end of the day, I'm still a resident.
Okay.
And I have yet to hear any of the other candidates speak about how they're going to pull us out of this situation.
Okay, Cassandra,
so
hold it.
Yes, I'm running for mayor.
Okay.
I'm going to do it with integrity. I'm going to do it with morals and values. And that's how my race is going to be raised.
I'm going to give you a show, Cassandra. No problem. I got
this
Sherry.
Crazy.
Okay.
We got a new caller, but you want to go, Sherry, or we'll take a new caller?
Let the caller go and then I'll go.
Okay, 219. Come on, caller. 219. Come on, caller. Thank you for holding so long. Thank you so much.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Am I?
That's you.
Okay, I'm just saying peace, love, and blessings to everybody.
Bless your heart.
No, it's not. Oh my God, I've been following Martin for a long time.
Right.
And that's what that's what he does. He lets everybody speak. I've learned a lot from Martin Johnson's life. And I know he about peace. That's why he keeps saying that. And I am with Team House, what they call the Clean House 2025.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just letting everybody know. I've been watching this stuff for a long time. And when people come unhinged, I question that. And I'm a senior citizen too. It's just a lot of mess going on. I see a lot of senior citizens sitting up in there, and they be lying. They be lying.
Person.
And I'm not mentioning no names.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know they lying. I know they don't need food or nothing. And I know that for a fact. And I know a lot of stuff too. I'm just calling to say peace and blessings.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah, can I ask you a question?
Let her finish. Let her finish. Let her finish. Let her finish.
Okay. And I'm just saying, I understand a lot of conflict goes on in everybody's life. You can marry a man and pray to God and all that kind of stuff. You don't know what that person's gonna do. Just keep it real. And Martin tries to keep peace in our communities. He tries to understand our community and tell people what they should and what they should not do. Yes, he does. If you sitting with a criminal, I listen to him a lot. And I follow Martin for that reason, because he speaks truth. And I'm not saying that about him, the same thing about Jedediah. I don't care what they did in the past. What are y'all doing now? That's all I got to say. Just speak the truth. Like he said, we all been sick.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why I follow him. You got all these people up here going crazy. There's no way I'm going to vote for that lady. She disrespected that lady sitting up there talking about, babe, whatever she's talking about. I'm a senior citizen. Stop lying on these things. I never liked it I never liked it. Because I'm a senior citizen. Yes, I can think. I know the internet and all kind of stuff. I went out to Dalton, and they was really nice to me.
They are.
Okay, well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you. You said they were nice to you. But you have to understand my experience that I've had with people.
Sure.
So everybody's experience is different.
Okay, well, can I just say what I want to say?
Yes, ma'am.
I understand how people are. You got to be a people person, number one. And I'm a people person. People just love me. And I'm that's just my gift. You got to love people for the cause and what they stand for. When they put that stuff about that girl got raped, I came out there just to meet her because I had people in my family that got raped. I understand how that girl felt. I had somebody, I don't want to put it out there like that. I got friends adults. And when she came to me and said that man raped me, I believed her. That's why I came out there. For her. It had nothing to do with Dalton. I said, whatever. You know, I can speak the truth. And I met Jedediah Brown, and I don't believe whatever they say about him. I know that y'all just trying to attack that man. The same thing y'all do with Mark. People gonna do whatever they want to do. When you pull the curtain, they're gonna vote for whoever they want to. And I'm glad this happened because now everybody's looking at the world's government, the politicians and everything. Because we know where we live, in Crook County. Crook County.
Yes, ma'am.
And they did go downtown to the city hall, and they saying names now. And I told everybody after listening to Martin Johnson's live about how this was turning red. They didn't believe me. And I asked the young people, who you gonna vote for? And they said they not voting for Tiffany Henry, whatever her name. You know what I'm talking about. You know, I get kind of emotional too because I know our government
Totally
is
understanding.
corrupt. Our
Yes,
government
ma'am.
is corrupt.
Mhm.
Please understand that. They're not for us. Just get the right people with the sincere hearts up in there. Forget about their background.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just letting everybody know. Y'all
Oh.
need to stop all that bickering back and forth.
Okay. Sherry?
I really want to thank.
All right, we're going to hold it right there. We got a caller just came in, and we want to see what the caller has to say. All right, this is a reaction video we did just before the New Year's. I believe it was on the 28th or 29th or 30th, one of them days. And did she kill herself election on my page or what?
Trina down.
Yeah.
I have joined.
All right. Hey, Miss Trina, how you doing, Trina? Trina?
I'm doing good. How you doing
Good.
today, Martin?
You know I need a promise from you.
I got you.
Okay.
You don't even have to say it.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Have your way. Go ahead. Go ahead, Trina. Say what you got to say. Nobody don't hear but you and me. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead.
Okay. And so I'm watching everything, you know. I got to the interview you did with Sherry Britton after you did it. Right.
Right.
So it was pretty long. I didn't get a chance to really look at the 4 hours of that. But what killed me is I want to know why Karen Hicks, Sherry Britton, felt the need to bring Jetta Doodoo to Dalton to do anything. This man's record precedes him. Can't nobody tell me that they still walking around these past 2 years thinking he any kind of damn good. Okay? So when you bring people like this into the community and they attack me and other women and that seem to be their MO, guess what? What he do to me, I'm going to do to your ass.
Oh, Trina.
That's how it goes.
Trina, can I say something?
You sure can.
So I don't want to get into the Jedediah stuff back and forth, but I don't think he's too friendly of Sherry either. So I'm just letting you know, so it ain't just you.
But this is my thing.
I'm just letting you know I don't want.
People like to bring
Okay. Go ahead.
bull crap into the community and then sit back and act like they ain't got nothing to do with it. So if whatever problem him and Sherry got, that's what the hell she get. Because he ain't got no business coming here. You don't bring nobody who been accused of molestation in their own damn family. What is his purpose in coming to Dalton to defend somebody who been sexually abused?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the point where these young women need to watch their sons and don't get caught up in somebody giving you attention.
Okay,
You see what I'm
okay,
saying?
Trina, this is what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to ask you to talk about something else. Now, if Jedediah come on here to defend himself, y'all more than welcome. I don't want you to say some things, whether they're true or false.
Hey,
Okay, I just want to just saying.
That's my feeling. That's
Okay.
how I felt. You ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay, that's all I
because see,
how I
I feel.
I don't
got a
know,
whole
cause
YouTube channel
because
about
you
it.
know how these young folks are. They all Martin let Trina come over there and dog y'all jail. They working together against
They
you.
always say
You
you
know,
letting somebody do something.
right.
If you let other people speak.
Right.
See, this is supposed to be a bash somebody session.
Right.
I can't look at corruption in my community and just look at one person.
Right.
Because that's why we got boards for a check and balance. None of this would be going on if everybody was following rules and regulations that are already in place and been in place. Plain and simple. I think everybody needs to go because there's too much conflict and confusion. And anybody who is part of it needs to go.
Okay, hold it right there. Don't hang up, Trina. Just stay there. I'm gonna take this new caller. Let's see who this is. I don't know who this is. 6372. Hey, caller. You're live on Cut and Eddie.
Hey,
how you doing,
Martin?
Good.
I'm doing great. I'm great. Listen, I just want to say, as I was sitting here watching you in the topic, I think what has happened out there is that the citizens and the residents have really lost hope in their local government. And I think I will compare it to this scenario, not calling nobody this, but I'll compare it to this scenario. It's like a dog that's been mistreated and been abused and been neglected. It's hard for that dog to trust any other human because of the abuse that the dog has taken. And it's hard for him to trust or to latch on to anybody else. When I look at the leadership out there, I think the citizens has taken such a hit. They're really afraid to trust anybody because when you think about it, just 3-4 years ago, Tiffany Hendrick was the best thing since sliced bread, they said. And so what happens when we lose the trust of our leaders, and it's like everybody else pretty much catch hell from that because people are afraid to trust anybody, especially that look like us. And I think, I'm not going to say that people are overkill on some of the candidates and thinking what they're going to do, want to hear their plans, but I just think that people have really been, they put their trust so highly in this present administration, and I think the residents have been let down and they just really afraid to go forward with the other candidates, wondering, is this going to happen again? Will we repeat this all over again another year or so? So I just feel like, it's going to take prayer. It's going to take people to really be led by something other than what's been going on. And granted, you have to pick someone, from the village of Dolton. Yeah, it's just like a basketball team or baseball. Everybody want an all-star team. But sometimes you have to build to that point. And I don't think there's anything wrong with the citizens based on what they've been through, kind of asking these serious questions. Now, we all know with politics, every politician tells you what they think you want to hear. And from what I've seen, because I ran for a town that I worked in and lived in out there, and my angle was this. I want to run on honesty. I didn't run promising everybody stuff. And I was even told one time, well, the reason why you left because you wasn't promising enough. But I didn't want to promise people things that I couldn't fulfill. But the political game is telling the people what you think they want to hear. Then when you get in there, you can't produce. What they don't realize is the chaos that you create. When you promise all this stuff and when you don't fulfill the things that you told the people that you would do. And some things it takes time. But that's pretty much all I want to say in reference to the Dolton and from what I've been watching, Martin.
You live in Dolton?
Thank you. Go ahead, Trina.
I was asking him, did he live in Dolton?
Sir.
No, I don't live in Dolton, but I worked in Dixmoor as a police officer for so many years, and I lived out there for almost 13 years while I was working there. I'm very familiar with the south suburbs, the politics of Dolton, Harvey, Riverdale, because that was where most of my hard-working career was.
One moment, sir. If you were very familiar, you wouldn't be talking about the residents and their choice. If you paid attention to this last election where she was elected 4 years ago, and the election prior to that, only 13% of the registered voters in Dolton even showed up to vote. 87% of the people stayed home and didn't want nothing to do with nobody. So when people say they won by a landslide, you got a landslide that didn't even show up to to vote for anybody. So it's not about the residents being scarred in their choices. They decided a long time ago they want no part of this political crap going on in Dolton. There's a lot of games that being played with the people, and we all grown people. So you know when you say you're going to deliver this as a candidate that you need to be held accountable. I don't care how or the reason why you never got to the point where you said you were going to get. The point is you said you would deliver this to the people and you did not deliver. And so those people that do that, I'm not counting on you to spend another 4 years of my life making ill decisions for me.
Okay, can I say something? Go ahead. Go ahead. Voting is a matter of choice. It doesn't matter if 86% voted or 86% didn't vote. That's a choice that the residents made. You are aware of that. So if people say, let me finish. I interrupt you. I let you talk. Let me talk. So however many people came out to vote for her, that's what the majority did. So it does go back to the vote. Majority people voted for her, whether it was 13% totality or whatever. They voted majority. That's why she won. Because majority of the people that did vote, they voted for her instead of the other people that was involved. That's a choice that voters make.
Okay, well, let's be clear so the people aren't confused. The majority of the people stayed home, which was almost 90%. So I do understand that whoever shows up, those votes will be counted and tallied. However, what the candidates need to understand is that it's 90% of the people in the community that have no faith in the political system at all. And these are the people in the community that I would like to write me in as a candidate, because it's 90% of the people that feel they so underserved and so looked over that they don't even want to come out and cast the vote.
All right, so Trina for mayor, y'all. Trina for mayor, y'all. I don't know. Trina, you want to be writing it, or you want to be a write-in, huh?
I do.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of people who are less intelligent than I, with no plans for revenue except a backdoor deal, sitting up making decisions for the people. And they're not going to bring anything but the same thing we've been getting as they've been sitting there 8 years as trustee, and then they think they automatically get to be mayor because it's supposed to be a rite of passage. Hell no. No, enough is enough. Enough is enough is enough. Everybody personally involved, from Dolton to Thornton. Now we have Dolton doors locked and Thornton doors locked. Please understand that Thornton Township is for resources and services only. That is not a municipality, and to be confused with the village of Thornton. We're talking about Thornton Township that we all put our tax dollars toward for services. The only thing they provide are services. So when I hear idiots in meetings saying what people don't need, we don't have to buy toys, we don't have to buy food. Yes, the hell you do. That's all you provide through that entity are services. So when you don't have services and when you don't have the doors open, why in the hell are we paying toward that tax entity? That could be something less off our bill. And quite honestly, the proportion of our tax bill, the largest amount goes toward the schools that miseducate and illy educate our children. Okay?
Okay. All right, Trent.
When I went to high church, we could get out and get professional jobs. When I'm watching these children, I've been here 13 years. So I'm watching these children graduate and go work medial or less jobs at Walmart or as a cashier or as in a food restaurant. Where are the skills being taught with the technology that's available for today? No American person that's getting out of high school should be having to work in a factory or McDonald's type of setting. They should have a skilled job where they're able to use this technology and get a decent wage. Don't you agree? They done sold everything out. The only way to save Dolton is to bring it all back together. We can't collaborate with Dolton Riverdale in their school. We can't collaborate with Dolton Calumet City and their school. We have to keep the schools in Dolton for the children in Dolton and keep that revenue for the schools right here in Dolton and make sure that these children can compete. Not only in college, we don't need to do a trunk party and then 50% of the kids are right back at home with their mom after everybody did a trunk party this summer because they get to these colleges and they can't compete. But, in Thornridge, they were so smart. It's not reality. You see what I mean? When you go to college, you need to know APA format, AMA format for different papers that you're going to have to write. That's not being facilitated.
Trina?
And I'm serious.
Okay, people
depend on the ignorance of the people in order to do what they're doing.
We got a new caller.
Sexy senior citizen growing out gracefully.
All right, we got 216. Come on, caller. 216. Come on.
That lady on there, she ain't no good.
What lady? What lady you talking about? Me or Tiffany?
You and Tiffany. You a black face. And I don't live there. I live in Ohio. And in the city I'm in, they indicted 32 police, 2 deputy chiefs, and the mayor.
Okay. Why are you telling me?
City council. You just ain't no good. You got an attitude.
You don't even know who you talking to. What is my name? Who are you even talking to?
Trina Dow.
Okay, good. As long as you know who you talking to. And you live all the way in Ohio.
You got me messed up. You ain't no good. You crooked as Tiffany.
Tell me how I'm no good.
Tiffany, you got an attitude. You ain't got people skills. You ain't got no common sense. You ain't got no common sense. You let it kick in. You let common sense kick in to you. I know what I'm talking about. You everybody. You got an attitude. You got an attitude. You got an attitude. You got an attitude.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. You got me messed up.
How many times you going to say I have an attitude?
Look at you snapping at people. Look at you snapping at people. You think people want to vote you in?
You don't even vote in Dolton. So what does it matter in Ohio? Your vote will not ever be cast in Dolton. So that doesn't matter.
You got me messed up. You got me messed up. You got me messed up. You all over the world. You all over the world. You don't got no TV. You got me messed up. You all over that no TV with an attitude. With an attitude. With an attitude.
Attitude. Are you for real, lady? Is this some kind of Saturday night live?
You with me. I'm just a caller. You on my YouTube in Cleveland. You all over the world. Look how you talking. Look how you talking. You think somebody gonna vote you in?
Look how
you're gonna vote you in?
What I need you to use is
you ain't need me to do nothing. Because I'm older than you, I'm a second citizen, going on gradually, and you ain't enlighten me about this. You ain't got no common sense.
Okay, ladies, this is how we're going to do it. Ladies.
What she's saying, she just keep yelling, talking about you got an attitude. You a hater from the Himalayas. You got an attitude, but you can't tell me how. Then you say I can't speak well, but you sound like you just came out the cotton field and slavery was
you black like my ass. You black like my ass. Don't get it twisted.
You are black because you like your ass.
You understand?
All right, ladies.
You know who you talking to. You better know who you talking to. But I'll come down there and jack you up.
Ladies.
You talking to when you come to picking cotton. Your black ass, you the same color I am. Who are you to lie on me?
I wasn't. I know how to talk like I'm not from the cotton field.
Okay.
I'm fresh from
Okay. Ladies. Ladies.
I'm old enough to be your mama. I'm old enough to be your mama.
You don't know how old I am, honey. I just look real good.
I'm going 50 senior citizen growing old crazy. And I look damn good.
I'm seeing that I'm 56 years old. Don't think you on a senior level where you don't put that crap
You just like
Okay.
to argue. You just like to argue. You got me messed up.
Okay. All right, ladies. 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 I got a new caller. I have a new caller, ladies. 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 I have a new caller. Ladies, I have a new caller.
You act like you on the other side of the fence or something.
Ladies, I got a new caller.
You act like you're on the other side of the fence.
I got a new caller. Ladies, no more arguing. I'm about to mute you guys. I don't want to mute you. Okay. I got a new caller. New caller, ladies. Come on, new caller. New caller. Come on. New caller 90. Hold on. Hold it, ladies. Hold it now. I'll let y'all fight back now. We got a new caller. New caller. Come on, new caller.
I learned as a teenager that we can sing together, but we can't talk together. It's getting ridiculous. Let a person say what they want to. All these emotions is why people don't want women in any forms of office because they can't control.
Hey, man.
This is super ridiculous. All the arguing and going back and forth. And
you got me messed up. She running for office.
This is crazy.
She running for office. And
I spoke to Jason House. I promise you. When I said something about him, like he is too introverted, maybe you need to be more extroverted. And he was like, I can only be who I am, but I apologize for you feeling that way. And I was like, no, don't apologize. He said,
she ain't gonna even apologize.
And that's what a person.
She ain't gonna even apologize.
Hold on.
Back and forth, trying to
216.
the other person, all these tough ass people. Like, it needs to stop.
She ain't gonna even apologize for what she said about me picking and cotton.
Okay.
Everybody's just so tough. It ain't gonna break not one break in a food fight. It just needs to stop. We all gonna be picking together. We all was at one point.
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say.
Okay, we got a new caller.
I would not even elect her for dog catcher.
Okay, we got a new caller, 912. Come on, 912.
Dog catcher either, honey.
912.
Okay.
912, we got a new caller. New caller. Come on, new caller.
I'm trying.
You gotta come on now, because they going in on here tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's like pull my coattail on this. Now, to be a write-in candidate, because I'm not familiar with that, to be a write-in candidate, do you have to get X amount of signatures to get on the ballot itself? Or can people just, can I finish my question, please? Thank you. Now, to be a write-in candidate, do you? So this is how we communicate with each other, huh? Really? Okay. Good grief. On election day, if people, excuse me.
I'm about to put everybody on mute, y'all. We can't do that, please. We can't do that. This is not a one-man show. This is a panel. Go ahead, Sarge. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, can people fill a name out for whoever they want as mayor? And if that person that they want gets enough signatures on an actual ballot on election day without being on the ballot, can they be elected as mayor? That's all I'm asking.
Trina, can you?
It works in two ways. Absolutely. And so, but in order for your votes to be certified, you want to make sure that you've registered as a write-in candidate. And your votes also have to be more than the people that are running for office.
Lord, make it make sense.
By a substantial amount. So there are no signatures that you need to
sister, you can't do that. We can't do that. Come on now.
I'm trying to listen here. I can't even hear the woman talk.
216. You got to put everybody put their phone on mute. Put the phone on mute. Because we all grown here, and I'm not trying to treat nobody like they're childish. I want everybody's voice to be heard. Okay. Go ahead, Trina. Go ahead. Then you next, Sarge. Go ahead.
Right. So you don't need signatures to be a write-in candidate, but you do have to have, a voting percentage, and the winning vote as a write-in candidate in order to get that position. And you should be already having your paperwork in to the election board that you're going to be a write-in candidate, your financial information, all of the stuff that they ask for ahead of time.
Okay. Did you do that, Trina?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If it was procedure.
That time is upon us, but not right now.
Okay.
You wouldn't be entering as a write-in for the primary unless you're trying to represent a political party.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand now.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was trying to find out, Martin. If someone, if they had to go through a registration process or get a X amount of signatures, like when people, when they run for alderman in Chicago, whatever, they have to get X amount of signatures from the people in the ward, submit said signatures and such. That's all I was asking.
Okay.
Real simple question.
Thank you. We got 2 more callers, Sarge. I got to get to them. 9449. You can hold on. 9449. Come on, Marcus. I think that's Marcus.
Martin.
Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
Evening, I have a question to ask you, and I'm not picking at you. I'm just asking you. I don't have a stake in Dolton. I'm Chicago, but my cousin lives in Dolton. What will you do if you got elected, if you got on the ballot, first of all, and if you got elected, what would you do better than Tiffany and whatever Tiffany didn't do? Why should people vote for you is the question.
The first thing I would do is call my billionaire philanthropist ex-boss and ask him to cover the millions that Dolton has in debt since Dolton is in receivership right now. Because if Dolton doesn't find someone to buy its debt while we're currently in receivership, then Dolton will become Fort Heights with the state taking over, and then we won't have to worry about elections from that point. Okay? And so that debt has to first be covered. But mind you, this is the same man that they decide they're going to steal $1.5 million in chicken wings from. GFS, that's his company, as its Edgewater Funds. So when people think, I just not know anybody, I've worked at the largest financial institutions in this city, the largest hospitals in this city. I'm very different than what Tiffany is. I have 3 degrees, one in accounting, one in medicine, and one in biology. So I've been out here for a long time. So when Jedediah Brown is talking about me and my trust fund baby, you damn right. He was still a trust fund baby when he became of age because he still had a trust fund because his mother knows how to manage his money.
Let me also
but
ask
he
you
has
this question.
our GoFundMe babies, and I don't got to beg nobody for shit.
Let me
So
also
it's
ask
a
you
difference
this
between me and a lot of people. Okay? And so how y'all?
Okay, you got another question, Trina. He has another question. Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus.
Okay.
Listen, 216. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please put your phone on mute because we're not trying to get nothing stirred up again. We're trying to get the flow.
Called for that.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Yeah.
I'm used to ignorant women in the background making comments like that. But I bet you when your kids and grandkids got a question about algebra, your ignorant ass can't answer it.
Okay, Trina.
Girl, you got me messed up.
Come on, see,
Educated. I'm highly educated. You got me messed up.
Okay, ladies. Okay, ladies. We got one more question. Come on, Marcus. Come on. Come on, Marcus.
I'm tired.
Marcus, come on.
Martin, please.
Okay.
I'm trying to ask.
Go ahead.
She say she old enough to be my mom and has no self-control.
Dolton, as well as other suburbs where blacks reside out there, has a serious problem with gangs. How would you handle that as mayor?
Oh, that's when I get to call the people in that I know in the military, people in my family that's done things like that, used to dealing with domestic terrorists. See, those people I call domestic terrorists they're no longer gangsters. They're called domestic terrorists. When people ain't able to walk down the street, when on New Year's Eve, when it sounds like you in the middle of Fallujah, Afghanistan, or Beirut, you have domestic terrorists in your community. You understand? So domestic terrorists will be dealt with as most other terrorists. That means that you will have a minimal amount of surveillance, and once we get the information that we need, we kicking in the door with the 4-4 and you out of here. Plain and simple, because no one should be constantly making it normal for this type of violence and ignorance to go on in Black communities, and it's supposed to be okay because we people of color.
Okay, Martin.
I got one more caller, Sarge. I got Roosevelt. Then I'll let you go. I got Roosevelt after this last question.
Okay.
Roosevelt. Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Yes.
What's your question or comment or thoughts? What's going on?
Martin, I'm just going to keep this very short, and then I might just get off. I don't know if I'll even stay.
Okay, it's on you.
Like I said before, we are in a brand new year. We're in 2025. What I mean by that is that certain ways that we have behaved, ways that we have acted, we shouldn't be bringing over from 2024. And I said it before, Martin, but I'm going to say it again, because I think it's, just in case no one heard me then, maybe somebody will hear me now. Whenever we talk about Dolton, whenever we talk about Tiffany Henyard, this is the only time and the only topic where people just get all out of control. People are yelling. People are screaming. No one is talking, right to each other. People are cussing one another out.
And you weren't even talking about Tiffany. She was talking about me and cussing me out.
They wasn't talking about Tiffany.
But we're still on that same topic of Dolton.
Mm-hmm.
We're still on that same. Because this whole thing, this whole issue, and let me just say, I know I don't have, I got a couple of few church members of mine who live in Dolton. I'm here in the city of Chicago, but it's just sad to see sometimes. As Black people, sometimes why we can't get each other done. Get things done. I feel that this whole issue of Dolton, whether we talk about Tiffany or whether we talking about you, is, it's just completely divided people. So my whole thing is, young lady, Miss Trina, you see the division, even as Tiffany is called. You see the division that is going on now. If you are a candidate to run for mayor, if you are victorious in this election, what are you going to first of all do? Excuse me for saying so, but don't mean to step on nobody's toes.
The first thing I'm going to be doing is filing a lawsuit on these attorneys that have walked over here for most of our money.
I've finished the question.
Are you talking about the divisiveness in the community?
No, that's two things. What are you going to do, first of all, to be a little bit, excuse me for saying so, a little bit more professional? Because I've heard you use 2 or 3 cuss words on here since I've been on here. And the thing is, as far as I'm concerned, and this is just an observation, it's just a little bit of friendly advice. This is not to jump on your case or anything.
Yeah,
sure. If you're going to run for mayor, if you say that you want to be a whole lot better than what is in there now, you have to, excuse me for saying so, have to contain yourself and to act maybe or even speak a little bit better than what's in there now. Because if you're going to still act the same way and cuss and yell and scream, the same way the thing that's in there now does, we might as well just keep the thing that's in there now and just throw the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, the woman that's in there now. The woman that's in there.
Right. That's bad because we're talking about people, right?
Right.
So before
so that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. And plus, my whole thing is, what are you going to do to bring these people together and to also work on yourself in between now and April, whatever the election is, because you don't want to, trust me, I'm pretty sure you do not want to behave like, the person who is in there now. You want to conduct yourself a little bit better.
Okay. And so, number one, I've been in so many professional jobs. It's apparent that I know how to conduct myself at work and conduct myself in my free time. I'm in my free time, in my free speech, and we're discussing what's going on here in Dolton. And so I don't need anyone to teach me how to act, give me poise and etiquette, because those are all courses that I've already taken, as well as speech. And so as far as you're cursing, that's a really weak excuse for the travesties that are going on, that I'm living, that I've been fighting, and that I'm a part of. And so you get to come, right, and say, I'm not a good person or candidate because you go to church every day. That's your free choice. But you need to understand that people have fought for you to have that choice and fought for you to have your opinion, just like people have fought and died for me to have my opinion and be able to use a curse word if I so choose here and there. That is nothing to do with me in a representation of anyone or any job that I have ever had. Please understand that. But seeing that I'm not at work and I'm on my free time and we're having a free discussion, I think it's perfectly fine. And so I don't phony kick it, but please understand that I have a professional me and I have a me me. And I'm a person that's actually living here, a single mom that's actually been through it with the last mayor. The current mayor have her policies that I don't agree with, and it's disheartening as a Black woman to not agree with most of the policies that are going on. Sure, I believe in second chance programs, but what about the first chance? Because people go through their lives to do the right thing, and they still end up in the good guys at the end. I'm tired of that. He should be able to have a job just like the guy who just got out of prison. No one should be preferential, no preferential treatment just because you went to jail. I don't agree with that. I don't like having Village Hall locked right now. Everybody needs to be doing their job. What I know as a professional person is if everybody's working, there are no arguments going on. No one can go to their job and argue with their coworker every single day and expect to still work there. Somebody will have to go. And it's not going to be, it's going to be this person. It's whoever the boss decides. And in this instance, the boss will be the people, the voters in Dolton. And so when you have this 13% of people that come and vote like they did in this last election, and you have the 1% of them that come in these meetings with their aggression, and they're the main people that told you to vote for Tiffany in the first place, I take issue with that. This is not just about Tiffany. She's not the totality of Dolton and Thornton.
Okay, Trina, I got another caller. Hold on, Roosevelt. I got another caller. This might be a surprise guest. I don't know. Oh, Lord. 470. 470.
What's up, Mark?
Uh-oh.
I heard that I've been called.
Uh-oh, I knew it.
Your show. I had to be
I knew it.
Heard I've been summoned.
Oh, Lord.
Mad at my business, and I'm getting all these messages about Miss Heard. Miss Heard has my name in her mouth like she always does.
Oh, Lord.
And the reason why Miss Heard can't get my name out of her mouth is because she pretty much figured out I am the one person who can figure out what the truth is when it comes to this drug addict. But this is what I'm going to say. Her being a mayoral candidate to me is laughable because right now Dolton needs a consensus builder, and she has consistently been a real distraction from people being able to break consensus and come together. She can't pick what side she want to be on. But beyond that, it's real crazy that her plans in order to get the village out of its turmoil is to call for other people to do it. It's really even interesting to see a woman know a billionaire call somebody a GoFundMe kid, can't distinguish the difference between a person that's doing something for the community because she typically is only fighting for herself. And so I've already brought out some of this. But here on the phone, you have a woman who can't even manage.
Let me know when he's done.
I'll let you know what he done. I'll let you know. Go ahead.
And I'm going to be real short. I'm going to be real short. You can help me bring out the rest. But she definitely can't even manage her own utilities, her water bill, big old issue. Somebody who feels that she don't even need to contribute to the village, who has to buy its water from other municipalities. She don't want to pay a water bill, And she literally is so disingenuous that she would have these trustees to go in their personal pockets to pay her water bill that she has negated to pay for years. That's in the name of her child, your child name, and that trust fund house that you're living in that you can barely even manage. And if you got friends that are billionaires, then you need to try to figure out a way to stay off the repossession list when it comes to that white van you're driving. And then on top of that, you need to learn how to stop trying to, you want to also talk about things, but you got to find another way or another method because you definitely are educated. You have worked in healthcare. I think the last thing you managed was something with COVID-19 testing. But like I said on my thing, that ain't hard because they start sending those tests kits to people's houses. But you can be articulate and you can have knowledge, but you're definitely not a wise woman. You're not respected. And Dalton's got enough embarrassment. And the best thing you can do for Dalton is not try to go about it, but to actually relocate out of that house your daddy left you and find yourself in the same insane asylum to reside in.
Okay. First of all, Goofy, my daddy ain't leaving me nothing. Second of all, you giving my baby daddy too many accolades, seeing that me and Mr. Hurt are not and will not ever be married. But seeing that he's 6'7", you know what I mean, and you've been popping a lot of shit, I think y'all could talk about that at one of these meetings.
I'll see that January 6th.
Hold on, pause, bitch, because I rolled up on you the last time you were here. So please believe I know where you at and I know how you move. So you see how I so switched that? But when I seen your little ass on these streets, when it was me and you, hold on, because I let you talk. Hold on, no bitch, because I let you talk. Hold on, bitty bitch, because I let you talk.
Okay. Oh, Jed, hold it, Jed. Jed, I'll give you a chance to rebut. Jed, she did give you a chance. I'll give you the same chance. I promise you. I ain't gonna take those sides.
He just don't want to. Little bitty bitch.
Now listen. All right, now hold it. Okay, hold it.
Because first of all, you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Hold it. Then.
Third of all, you don't know what you talking. First of all, my son's 32 years old. So when you get to talking about trust fund babies, know what you're talking about. Seeing that I was in charge of his shit, hell yeah, I'm gonna make sure he got a property. He spent more than that on these motherfucking streets, going to concerts and kicking it. So you don't tell me as a parent how to run my son's account and how to run his fucking money. Nextly, I don't need no goddamn trustee from the village of Dalton to pay a motherfucking thing because all the fuck I gotta do is have the goddamn wind trust cut.
Let's kind of cut down on that language, y'all. That cuss language,
you
please.
You want to sit up here and talk about my van on the motherfucking repo list, bitch? You a motherfucking lie. And my repossessions are on my YouTube, so you ain't gotta worry about nobody feeling. I feel my repossessions as they happen. So what are you talking about? You see what I mean? But you see what I'm riding, what you riding besides them gym shoes?
Let me ask you this question.
You riding them gym shoes? No, hold on, because I ain't through talking. I let you go. No, hold on, little bitty bitch. Because I let you go on and on and on. You think the biggest mouth in the room makes you right. Sit down and shut the fuck up because I'm talking.
Trina.
Right? Ain't none of them raggedy motherfuckers paying shit for me.
Trina.
You understand what I'm saying? Jason come back with a 75. I said I ain't paying them no turn-on fee because the bitch shouldn't have turned it off. I've been paying my motherfucking water bill since I've been here. I paid a bill that had shit nothing to do with me. And all that shit got straightened out in federal court. And I represented myself pro se. So understand, yeah, motherfucker, I read because I whooped Delgado ass. I whooped motherfucking Murphy and them ass all up in that goddamn federal court woman. They don't give you help like they do at Cook County. They only brought me some help in the settlement part. Because you ain't gonna let her do that part.
Okay, Kenny.
So when you talking, know what you talking about. You out here representing crooked cops. Whoever put a little change in your pocket, you're gonna say what the fuck they want you to say.
Okay.
So what you're not gonna do is come and say a lie about me, because I'll tell you about me, my goddamn self. I don't give a damn about what you say about me having a repo, because bitch, you don't pay shit here.
Okay, you done, Trina?
It sounds like you definitely have.
And I ain't never asked you for a motherfucking dime.
Okay.
All right, it's his turn, Trina. Let him talk.
You the one on YouTube begging every day.
It sounds like
you on YouTube begging every day, my nigga. Every single day you on YouTube begging.
You shut the hell up, ho.
Why don't you have another problem with legit
okay.
money?
Fuck up. Now I said I'm talking. Now let the man speak.
Where the man at? You stick it in the front and take it in the back. So where the fucking man at? You a man right now or you the bitch right now?
Shut your funky pussy big mouth ass up. Now,
you get your pussy stank right
No, stop it. I can't let this go, y'all. I can't. Hold it. Hey, hold it, y'all. Hey, Trina. Hey, Jen.
Hey, Jen. Your vagina is your booty hole. Your vagina is your booty hole.
Yeah, y'all got fireworks going on here lit up.
Your vagina is your booty hole, nigga.
All right, I gotta go to the next call. Y'all to kill me, man. Y'all listen.
Now do your man.
Trina. Hey, Trina. 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 Trina.
You know my number. Do your man giant.
Trina.
Go somewhere and do your man giant. Tell you men. You talk about women with vaginas because you want your woman to have a big old dick, don't you? You want someone
Hey, Trina. Trina.
Really?
Trina.
My mother ain't nobody put me away, but hold on.
Shut up, you little bothead boy.
Okay, I'm finna put you on mute.
That's what I want you to do.
Okay, Jen, say your piece and we're going on to the next caller. Say your piece and I'm going to the next caller, people. Go ahead, Jen. Say what you got to say. I'm going to the next caller. Okay, good.
So basically, look, this woman, bro, is problematic, and I'm gonna be articulate and just focused because nothing that she's saying bothering me. The problem with people like her is she's mad because she can't figure out how I travel the country so freely right now. I've been in literally 7 different fucking states over the last 3 days, bro. I'm not worried about what these people worried about my financial state is. But this is the thing. Trina down.
You need some more eggs now.
Trina, let him talk. Let him talk.
Simply looking for attention, and if she got all of this reach and all this stability, then tell me why I have not seen her do anything substantial in this village that I have had to come out of my personal private success to actually come online to raise resources to people.
Hold on. My nigga, you begging on YouTube off work I already did and trying to finesse the lot. Hold on, Martin.
Trina.
Why you trying to steal my work and get money from the people? Why you trying to steal?
I came into Dalton with a $12,000 fucking monkey. I didn't need to come to Dalton for one. So let's be very clear about that. But on top of that, how come I came in there with my shit? I didn't need Dalton for what I already had. So this is what I'm trying to say. How is it that I've had to do the Christmas thing for Nia's child? Take her to Las Vegas twice. How come I just had to give a whole fucking $80,000 truck to the fucking campaign that's now being ran in her city? Where has Trina Downs done anything significant? Why did I have to come in and people start getting fired and losing their fucking seats and jobs and heads rolling and all of the dysfunction that's been going 3 years unchecked finally starts to see moving and tracking? She can stop playing with my name, my face, and my likeness. I ain't even checking for that bitch. I don't call her. I don't look for her. And she violated my 48-hour notice. I'm going to deal with that on my time. But okay, woman, you did a few legal things and you think that it's something special, but the truth is, I don't have to go back and forth for her because I live every day of my life doing shit for other people. And it don't matter how you frame it, rich or poor, I do it. And you got all these fucking connections, but ain't done shit for nobody but tried to get a fucking water bill paid that the trustees helped her get overcome, and she ain't done nothing significant since then. So that woman being a mayor is fucking laughable. And if Dalton would ever do some shit like that, I'd never come in the aid of that city again. Period.
All right. Thanks, Jed. Thanks. Let me go to the next caller. Thank you. 612. Come on, caller. 612. 612. 612. Area code 612.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Martin. Hi, everybody.
I didn't listen. Let me apologize to everybody. I didn't sign up for this, people, today. I'm telling you, I just doing a reaction video. It just happened, people. I didn't sign up for this.
Double dose of the New Year's fireworks.
I tell you, listen, like, I explained to the young lady, the man is not here to defend himself, and I don't want to, make it. If he called in, and don't make this about him, because this video. Well, what I have to play is not about him. All right, go ahead, 612. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is me, Tananye.
Mm-hmm.
I just came on the line because I see you, Jedediah, on the line. Peace and blessings to you in this new year. I just really love to know why you are talking about me when I've never done anything to you, Jedediah.
Here we go again. Oh, boy. Jedediah, what are you doing to these people, man? Jedediah, what are you doing to these people?
Imagine how I feel. Who was this talking?
Oh, who's this?
This is Tananye, and you continue to refer to my 501c3, Choose Compassion.
Okay, Choose Compassion.
Remember Hollow. I don't know how to do my work. I'm mad because I'm on your team. What have I done to you, Jedediah?
Thank you for bringing me down. I meet people where they at. So I'm gonna just say it one more time for you, Choose, and then you tell me if I'm lying. Before I don't know anything about you. I know that you were in my group and you kept asking to work. You were flagged by my vet investigators. I made mention of it. You were put out of the group. We didn't let you come in anything else simply because it was a flag and we were trying to figure it out. Next thing I know, you was on every fucking YouTube channel you could find talking shit about me. Simple. Long story short.
Okay, and that is not true. I have never talked about you on every YouTube channel because that's not what I do. However, I came here because when my name is brought up, I'm definitely going to respond, but I'm not going to respond in the way that you all respond. You have your work to do, others have their work to do. And I never try to come in as a team. Jedediah, I came in supporting you, and this is what disappoints me because everyone else, I guess except for you, understands that I came in supporting you on account of you saying that you were back to help a certain situation. That does not mean that did not, and I told you my story, and I told you why, and I told you that it was a very public story so that you can understand that I wasn't there to be on anyone's team. I have my Hell Week shirt. I'm proud of my Hell Week shirt. I supported you. I still love you. I don't like the things that you do, but when you go to compare something that you do as if it's the same thing, I have an issue, and I don't have an issue with myself. I do have an issue with you discussing me and you don't know me. You see, you say you're a Christian and the Bible, and I'm a widow. So, God is very clear about how you speak and what you do and how you treat widows. So that's between you.
This is what I want you to get.
I have not
also identify myself as a backslider. I don't just say a regular Christian. I say I'm a heathen nigga. So this is what I want to say to you.
No, but you interrupted me, and I would like to finish.
Out of my mouth. You were on my team. I did not have any knowledge. You were in my group, whatever. Something you were connected to me. Somebody, my investigators flagged you. It's long story short. They flagged you. I moved appropriately as I was advised. I didn't do anything, didn't say anything. I just did as I was advised. And so when I did that, all I am telling you is that after that, because I'm not going to go back and forth with this. We have watched you. They have monitored it as they do everything. And they watched you go from one place to another, and they watched your language. I took it as an attack, and I responded accordingly. I do not attack people. I don't want bad. You all can say whatever, but literally my life every day is about helping people, and most of it is not on the internet. I don't care if you doing your work, please do it. Dolton is jacked up. And at the end of the day, y'all had 3 years where people were screaming loud and people were not being heard. I came in because I was invited. Go do the research and find the 3-4 years before that, I wasn't doing any advocacy. I was traveling this country, and I was fine.
Yes,
I have no problem with y'all. It's not
understand.
personal.
I
don't
understand
care.
the 3 year sit down. I understand the 3 year sit down.
Living a
Let
good
you
life.
talk. You've answered exactly. I understand the 3 year sit down. I know what all that's about. Now, I did not interrupt you, so please don't be disrespectful. Thank you. Now,
I don't respect
once again, okay, but respect Martin's channel.
That's for him to tell me. Say what you got to say, because I'm talking. It's a conversation. I'm not being to be lectured by you. I don't know like that.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. This is what we do. Okay. Okay. True compassion. Let me just. What is it that you want done here today between you and Jed? Let's get straight down to the point.
Between
you and
Jedediah.
What is it that you want?
I would like for him to look inside himself, do his work, stop worrying about what other people are or not doing, and especially when it comes to me, because I also heard you calling around today. So I do it. There isn't a team. I know what this is about. So just stop it. Period. The end. And I still.
Hold it, Jed.
Ain't no damn team, and you was on. She talking about no team, and yo, if she was in the damn team, girl, goodbye. This is the thing. Literally talking about don't speak on them. This woman is not even relevant to me. I know exactly who I'm talking to. Once she told me who she is, I know exactly who I'm talking to. And they talking about don't be bothering them, bro. They're the ones who are calling my name. They're the ones who are trying to diminish the work that I'm doing. You are part of it. And you cannot. I want you to tell these people in the audience that I'm lying. That you go on every channel that is against me and you make comments that try to paint me to be somebody that you do not know me me to be personally.
I don't talk about anyone but the trustees and Tiffany Henry.
You are removed. And
I've never spoken your name.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. You say my name and I'm going to say yours back, but when I say it, I'm going to say what I know. And I ain't going to be giving no room, man. We're going to leave it at that. Do your work because there's enough out here to be done. Have a good day. I came on here for that.
That's very reflective of how you see yourself.
Okay.
Blessing.
Okay, great.
All right.
Now, as far as Trina is concerned, I'm going to get off the show, bro, and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to let y'all have it, and I'm going to just do it like this. Because this is irritating at this point. I came on here because Trina keeps saying my name. At the end of the day, is she still on here?
I
would love to hear, and I'm going to be respectful.
No, Jay, well, I don't want to talk. She's still on here.
No, I'm not going to say nothing, bro. This is my word. No. This is my word. Could you please ask Trina down factually, what have I done wrong? And I'm going to listen, because I really would love to know.
Okay. Trina, you still there? Trina?
Yeah, unmute me.
Okay, I just did. He asked you a question. Answer the question, Jed.
He said what he do wrong.
Yeah.
I heard him.
All right, well, tell us.
You came out here and you didn't do what was required for the people to get proper answers. You came out here and said, bring your wig and your pots and your pants, but you want to disrespect me because I got proper legal paperwork for them to file an OMA violation for a meeting being started late, not being let in the door, not FOIA violation paperwork for FOIAs not being fulfilled. And since you came, Village Hall is completely locked now. It was just an issue with Ms. Hill getting in. Now can't no goddamn body get in. Okay? And now the same thing is going on in Thornton Township. The whole damn township shut down. But you don't even live here, and you want to have a voice here, but you don't know what's going on. And you representing people that have nefarious motherfucking shit going on with them and always had a fucking divisive issue with the damn community. I got a problem when you don't know that everybody got paperwork saying that allegedly Mary Yvonne can't even show up in court and testify from prior things that she has done. Why am I getting stuff from Louis Peralta that says you received the text from Jedediah and Fania? I don't fuck with y'all like that. I don't like people playing games on social media with me. You think you know me, but you don't know shit about me. How in the hell are you gonna go in and say, my trust fund baby? Nigga, you got GoFundMe, baby. Don't worry about me and my babies. Me and my babies, we good. Ain't none of them niggas down in Village Hall do a goddamn thing for me. And the people laughed when I told them I was going to haul their ass in federal court. But after that, everybody starting to get their goddamn water cut off. Whether you owe, didn't owe, Riley Rogers ain't care. Because he took out a $4 million goddamn IEPA loan to get digital water meters on everybody's house in Dalton, but yet ain't no damn body got one. And Stubbs, Muhammad, and Pearson voted for him to have sole control of that money that we got to pay back for 25 damn years. And where's it at? You talking about Jason House, who everybody water done cut off. They only taking cash at this point, right? Then they not taking cash no more because they done stole so much, right? But we pay our money for the water bill. Instead of them paying Chicago the water bill, he put out and issued bonds for it. So now we done paid our water bill and we got to pay for bonds. And we still going to have to pay Chicago for interest and money we owe on the back end. But they got water integration right here that make $2 million a year that they gave a 10th and a class 8 to. And you know what they do all day? They a dookie factory. They pump 200,000 gallons of sewage through an antiquated sewage system that's been messed up and they've been trying to get money for since 1978. You understand? So when it rains, not only is it rainwater, it's shit water in the street. And they all fucking soup. And what you need to realize about me, I'm not a Tiffany Henry supporter. I'm not even a Democrat.
Mayoral Tiffany Henry supporter. So now, if I may, I was on a jet bridge going to get on a plane. I got a phone call from somebody that wanted me to talk to another person about a sexual assault allegation that was pretty much, in their opinion, swept under the rug, and it was a year old. They said that if anybody would bring awareness to it, it would be me. And they asked me to come to Dalton to basically bring awareness to it. My response to them was, because of who's calling me, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. And when I fought for Tamika Jenkins, I learned something new about protesting, and that was how noise can move a crowd. And I said, bring pots. And then I said, bring wigs, because I heard that wigs was a big part of the conversation. When I got to that door, didn't know anybody there. I stood in the middle trying to fight with a group of people who were complete strangers to me to be led into a building that I knew they were lawfully supposed to be able to get in. And then there was a woman in the crowd who was calling me a paid provocateur, ponytail pro, saying that I was there for attention. I turned around, that woman was you. Now, you are running for mayor.
I didn't say you was ponytail pro or nothing. I said you was a sellout. I said you was a sellout. I ain't say none of that other stuff. Okay.
That too. You didn't know, and nobody else knew that I was coming there because it wasn't nothing that was said or anything of that nature. So you now running for mayor. And everybody's talking about, you just said that I'm the reason that those doors was closed, and I think that's the only thing that you really just said that I could point to. And then you said I called your child a trust fund child. This is what I'm trying to figure out. If that's all I did to you, and you finna be the mayor of one of the most embarrassing.
That ain't no.
That's what you said. Lord have mercy. Okay, that's what. Okay.
What about when you had them broads all up in my face that was with you?
Bingo. Now hold on. I'm glad you said that, because when you call me these names and you running for mayor, y'all, I am not off task for this show. I am on task for this show. So when you saw that those women that was with me came to you and made those comments to you, and then I came to
and I said, bitch, what the fuck you want to do?
I don't care about who's talking. I'm talking about Jedediah.
I don't give a fuck, because ain't nobody going to come grown as me.
Hold on, Trina, do you remember me, Jedediah, that you just called all those names, coming to the back of that building where you was and saying, ma'am, are you okay? It's just everybody is high energy, high attention, and you didn't say a goddamn thing to me. I said, basically, we're not on that, we focus. You ain't talking about that.
You came and responded that way. After you seen that I was ready to pop the trunk and this whatever at that motherfucker because I got motherfuckers up there in the community that fuck with me
who
too.
talking, who not.
Right.
I'm talking factual here. I'm talking factual
You
here.
wanted all peace when you seen that you'll be met with the same aggression, but you ain't want peace when you didn't see that.
Martin?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You're going to run for mayor of the town that is chaotic. And what I'm simply saying to you is if you're going to be the mayor of one of the most embattled villages in the country, how are you going to resolve conflict if you really think about the facts of everything that has happened behind the scene? You have been a number one entity in creating unnecessary conflict and division in this fight. Because I ain't
I'm so glad you coming and you feel that way because I'm going to make sure that when you step your ass in that federal court under those RICO charges that you know exactly who the fuck the distraction is. I'm going to make you understand how to be
and I will be there. And remember I said this on the record because this is where you got me fucked up. And you can record this. And I'm going to be there with the people that I keep saying that I am working with, that I have permission to say from the Department of Justice who watching all the dumb shit you're doing. Have a good day.
Right. That's why they looking at your ass and don't know shit about you.
We got another caller.
Working for them.
We got two more callers.
Oh, you got another caller.
Yeah, I got Trina.
Because we already got you on.
He's gone. He's gone.
I've been trying to make a statement, but
I know.
it's all
He
right.
gone. He gone. I'll get you started.
I'll wait. You know I have patience.
9003. Come on, caller. 9003.
Martin, I will just employ that you take back control of this show, please.
Listen, I don't know why this happened. See, Trina set the pace on here. You know, she called a man's name out, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew it's going to happen.
We don't. Okay, can you mute her real quick? Because ain't nobody doing this for her. Like, I'm not nobody to go back and forth. All that tough shit.
I'm not even talking to this lady.
Okay. It's her turn to talk, Trina.
Nobody talking to you. I'm talking to Martin. Get your ass up. All I'm asking is, you want to be nobody, baby, you can't be nobody anything.
I put it on mute.
Anyway,
Come on.
Martin, I'm talking to you.
Come on.
Get control back of your show because this is just super ignorant. Like everybody has like their own emotion as to how they feel about one side or the other, which is cool and that should be fine. She says she's so smart and educated. I got 3 degrees too, and one of them are in political science, but you don't see me calling people out their name and going back and forth. So your education not showing right now. You just seem like you want to be some tough hood motherfuckers that gonna do what? We all on a live TV show. Ain't nobody gonna touch nobody, so you can save all of that. But please take control of your show so we can have some intelligent conversation about what we all either agree with or disagree with. But all this, I'm so tough and I'll do this and I'm going to court. We don't need none of that. If y'all trying to get a solution, but you want to be somebody's mayor, you don't even know how to talk to people in an orderly fashion. So all them degrees that you talked about, I would be embarrassed to say that because you're not showing that. If I was the school that gave it to you, I'd come back and get them. Like that, it's just ridiculous. Like if you got education, then show that. Education is not in a degree. Education is in the ways that you move around and work. So I got 3 degrees too. What does that mean if you acting like a hood rat on a call? That's all I'm saying. Please get control back of your show and let everybody have their own opinion, and please stop letting people interrupt other people who have a different opinion of theirs. That's all I'm asking.
Thank you.
Can I please say something?
Thank you.
You have a good show, and I love watching. I never called into nobody else's show before I seen you. Or just get back control of your show and stop letting these hood rats on your stuff.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right, listen. Let me 312 real quick. Let me 5065 real quick. 5065. Go ahead. 5065.
Me?
Yeah. Not you.
Oh.
Yeah. Y'all done tore up my show. It made my show look just so wretched, boy. I did it to myself. 5065. Come on, caller. Last 4 digits. I'll come to you. 5.
Ain't it the shorty right there that I saw at the golf club, man?
What's your comment, sir?
That's the shorty with the golf club.
Come on, sir. What's your comment?
Can I talk to him, man?
No, brother. This. I'm finna end it with her, man, because I gotta get back onto this reaction video. But say what you want to say, brother, Because I'm not trying to go back and forth. This is enough of this, man. You know. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
If she want to run for mayor, man, I'll vote for her.
Okay.
Just for the show.
Okay.
We know she's not gonna accomplish a damn thing. All she's gonna do is get up in there and be thugging it out. Straight thugging.
We got enough of that with Tiffany Hemier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Tiffany bought the hood. Tiffany bought the hood to government. I mean, she bought it. And to be honest with you, people getting sick and tired of them suit and tie niggas. And they want the real deal Holyfield. Y'all gonna be surprised though. She may end up winning this thing because despite the people despising her, there's a constituency out there that really likes what she's doing. Sad to say, but look who's going back in office in a few weeks. A 34-time convicted felon. So the country is okay with this kind of debauchery in their politics.
Don't even bring up Trump. Don't even bring up Trump in this. Stop that. You can pump your brakes.
Or lack thereof.
Pump your brakes.
Okay, y'all.
Or lack thereof.
That's the president. Now, hey, Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
Hold it.
I was trying.
Hold it.
Holding.
Listen, I let y'all run off about 45 minutes. Everybody argue back and forth. We finna go back to the We're gonna go back to the video. Let my man. I got one more caller. Is Eric code 838. Let's see what they have to say. Then you, Sarge. Come on, 838.
Okay.
Y'all gonna kill my show, man. Yeah. Come on, caller.
Getting back to this video. I noticed Sherry talked about cyber.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
How you doing,
It's
Conscious?
me.
Go ahead.
Sherry's talking about cyberbullying. All I see in these comments is cyberbullying. And this hatred has to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Jedediah Brown, and I have the video, and I posted it, doxed her, called out her address, her phone number, everything. So if he wants to play innocent, he's full of it.
Who?
He started this train.
Who are you talking about?
Now
Simon?
you want to talk.
Who you talking about, Conscious?
You want to talk about.
Go ahead.
You want to talk about cyberbullying. This hatred has to stop. And Vicki Winter, don't tell me to get off the phone. This is what is happening. People don't live there. And all they are doing is bullying. And it's going to stop. All of this hatred, vicious, vile, going after somebody who just filmed the meeting, getting emails of the most vile stuff I have ever seen and I've ever heard of. And no, I don't have hatred for Jed. I'm reading your comments. And I'm not a hypocrite, Vicki Winter. I saw what you wrote in Dolton Politics with your vile hatred self. These people are hatred. They go into church, they scream hallelujah, and meet the devil at the door. And it's going to stop. These people are vicious, vile people. And when you dox people, call out their addresses on a live stream. Is that right? Is that okay? And you got Sherry Brighton talking about cyberbullying. Is that okay? And look at your comments. Is that okay?
None of it's okay.
It's not okay.
None of it.
It's not okay. It's hatred. It's vile people who don't have a dog in this fight, but they listen to a man who has several times doxed women and got people to go after women. And he knows I'm telling the truth because I put up the videos. These vile creatures on here, all they spew is hatred, and it has to stop. Get a life, grow up. You're adults, but you act like 3-year-olds. And I don't get it. I don't understand hate. Hate, I don't understand it. I've never felt it. I do not support Tiffany Henyard and her goons, Vicky Winter.
Well, ma'am, you know, this country's in a cultural rot, so decency is no longer there.
Sir,
it's no longer there. You know, when Van Jones said, sorry, brother.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
I thought it was supposed to be my turn.
No, she's a new caller. Go ahead. Go ahead, Conscious. Finish up.
I mean, after her. Yeah.
Conscious, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying this hatred and vile behavior has got to stop. It is tearing people apart. It is tearing people apart. It is ruining lives, real lives. When you get on the internet and spew hatred and call people the most vile names, that's why Dolton politics is going to be shut down if you keep it up. That's why all those posts were taken down. Because of your vicious, vile, one-sided opinion. You cannot look outside of your own bubble to understand that people are different and they have different opinions. And if you cannot have an adult conversation, then you've lost. You have lost. You're hurting yourself.
Exactly.
That's it.
I feel the same way.
Now, let me just say this, people.
Agree.
Let me just say this. I know I have one of those neutral platforms where everybody can feel free and all that. A lot of this personal beef, I understand is going on and all that. I wish I wouldn't have brought it on here, but I mean, we could deal with it. We're dealing with it. It just throw the whole live off. And I'm for peace. I don't want to see Jed argue with the women and women argue. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. I don't know all the story, people. Trust me. I'm quite sure all of us have done something good for Dolton in one way or another. And it's enough things that's going on in Dolton for all of us to have our own little spot to take care of business. It's enough things that. And that's all I'm saying. I don't want to. I mean, I'm glad y'all came on here. Really, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, because maybe y'all can get it all out and we can act like adults, like Miss Conscious said. It's just too much hatred, people.
That's all I'm saying.
It's too much hatred.
That's all I'm saying, Martin.
Yeah, it's too much hatred.
That's all I'm saying.
My thing is, I try not, if I'm into it with another person, I try not even mention their name on their live. Please don't do that, people. If you know you into it with a certain person, don't mention their name on your live. I don't care if it's good or bad, because people are watching and they're going to take it and run back and screenshot it and video record and send it back to the person. And there goes the beef. Keep going and going and going and on. So listen, a lot of people love messy stuff. They love messy stuff. Some people don't like you for no reason. And so, ladies.
Hello?
Hold on, sir. Hold on. We got a couple more people in front of you. I'm asking the ladies, if you're into it with Jedediah, please keep his name out of your mouth in the public sector.
Well, Martin, I'm telling the truth. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Anything that you don't feed will die. If you don't feed into it, trust me, it's going to go away. And I know it's hard, and it's been hard for me too. You know, somebody put an old video up, gave him an old video of me, you know, and I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Which the video was almost a year old at that time. I said, listen, I'm not into that. You know, you don't never hear me say anything about Jedediah on my page, because I know people will go and run with it and all on. And sometimes you can't even talk about it. Sometimes it's obvious you're talking about him. You might not even have to say his name. So people, for future references, if you don't want to get into it with Jedediah, keep his name out of your mouth. Trust me. Just keep his name out of your mouth. Vice versa. I'm going to ask Jedediah, keep his name out of y'all mouth, you know. So it won't be, it's too much going on. Dolton is the eye of the prize, people. We're trying to get Dolton back, period. Well, some of you figure out Dolton will have a problem, but some they want a new transition in Dolton. So listen, people, my platform is open. I want every woman to come on here and feel safe. I'm not going to call you no B. I'm not going to cuss you out. If I know something bad about you, I'm not going to tell it, period. That's just the type person I am. And I try to keep this place like this. You don't ever hear me using the swear word, but a lot of you guys do it. You just don't care your emotions, people. You got to stop being so emotional with one another, people. We don't have to get along with each other. We don't even have to like each other, people. That don't mean
I agree with you 100%.
we don't have to. I'm not going to force you guys to like Jedediah. I'm not going to force Jed to like you guys. But just keep his hold on. Just keep his name out of your mouth or your conversation or your platform. If you want to talk about Mr. Jedediah, get on the phone and do it with your personal friend. Why do it on the platform? It's going to keep going and going and going and going and going and going, people. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to bring violence. That's all what it's going to bring. Then people going to start carrying pistols and all that. Yep. People, I've been through it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, people. Do I hate to see a black man cuss a black woman out? I can't stand it, people. It's not right. I don't endorse that. Do I hate to see a black woman call another man another name? I can't stand it. I do not like it either way. Either way it goes, I don't like it. Or just a woman, period. You know, I don't like it, people. I'm not about that. I built this platform on truth. We get a little messy here and there, but I want to say, people, I'm trying to make this place a safe space for if you're for Tiffany or if you're not for Tiffany. If you white, if you're black, if you're rich, you're poor, uneducated, whatever, you small or big, I want this place to be for a voice for you guys. Now, I don't know who started what, because I'm not in that conversation with who. I try to be cool with everybody. I just try to be cool with everybody. A lot of YouTube channels, I just started watching a lot of other YouTubers. I really didn't watch a lot of YouTubers. But now I'm starting, and once I see a lot of messy stuff going on, I'm gonna kind of pull back. You know, I have professional people that come on this platform. Professional people come on this platform, want to express themselves and all that, but some people can't go along with all this confusion. It's toxic. It's toxic, people.
Absolutely.
That's all. Right. That's all. You know, and I want to apologize to all my listeners tonight for allowing this going, but I had to sit back and let it go because some people had to get it out, get it all out of their skin. I'm just going to let them get it out toward each other. It's a beef going on. Some beef that I know about, some I don't. So all I can ask y'all to do, somebody turn, 072.
Can I join in?
Yeah, when I'm done talking, I got a lot of people waiting to talk.
So you got to hold on.
Sorry, my apologies.
Okay, put your phone on mute. So
be patient, Miss Honey.
listen, so all I'm asking is y'all, whoever got a beef with Jedediah,
Still got an echo.
yeah, I know who it is. 0721, turn your phone down. I'm gonna have to mute you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
okay, whoever it is, turn your phone down or audio. Everybody put their phone on mute. I'm gonna call. My thing is, I'm asking Jedediah. I've been knowing Jedediah probably longer than all of y'all on here. Okay, I worked with Jedediah before, a lot of you guys. Please, Jed, let's keep the peace, man. Let's just keep the peace. YouTubers, those that is into it with Jed, let's keep the peace, y'all. Just not even mention his name on your page. Because, you know, we all got people that love us, that follow us, no matter if we're wrong or white or black, whatever. They're going to come back and tell us if they see something wrong. They're going to do that. So my platform, what I do, I don't even mention Jed's name. I don't even say nothing about him. So he can't come over and say, hey, you said that you can't do it because I didn't mention your name. Now, you can't make me feel a certain way about you. That's my personal feelings. Really, you can't tell me what to say on my platform, but I'm a respect to keep the peace down, to keep the peace. I'm not going to mention the brother name or any other body that I'm in. I'm into with a lot of other people too, but you'll never know it because I don't bring it on the platform, people. I know it's hard. It's real hard, but we got to do it, people. We want to see Dolton be great again. We want to see businesses flourish. We want Dolton to have the right leadership. We want things for the youth, the young people. We want to see our seniors smiling again, happy again. And we want to see these things, people. I want to see it for the seniors. And I'm going to tell you, one thing I can say about Dolton, with Tiffany being in leadership, a lot of us that didn't know about government, including myself, I learned a lot of things because of Dolton, how things operate, how they should operate. I learned a lot of things, people. I've never been a political person first good with breaking down. That's not my area. I'm a crime man. I'm not saying that I can't learn. I'm half a century and better. So I'm still learning about this political process. And that's why people used to get mad at me because I said, well, don't come on here and tell me who Tiffany sleep with. I don't want to hear all that. Her personal life. That's just too much for me. It's too much people to process. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you must be for Tiffany then. You vote. How could I be for Tiffany? I publicly say it. I'm not a supporter of Tiffany. I publicly say it. But you'll never hear me down on that black woman on my platform. You'll never hear me doing that. No. You'll never hear me do that, period. I just won't do it. Matter of fact, no black man and no black woman really, period. Now, I'm going to tell the truth on you now. If the truth is out there, it's got to be told. It's got to be told now. And I'm going to say it in love, not in arrogance. Because, you know, some folks, they can't wait to some bad come about you, come out and they can just really get you, drive you in. You know, like Cassandra, that's why I want to talk about her tonight. She was very combative on the live. And I told Sandra, I'm going to give you a show by yourself. You could just, she could have just ceased. And I'm going to give her a chance all by herself to explain her platform, what she want to see Dolton, what she want to do for Dolton. But she just kept being combative. And she lost a lot of votes. Don't you know how many Dolton residents was on my page that night? And she looked real bad. She may not seen it in her eyes, but I seen it. I said, she looked real bad. She done lost the election already before it even got started. All right, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. I got about three more calls. Some of them hung up. Go ahead. Bill, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah. Hey, Martin. I'm gonna touch on a couple things. First of all, watching your show, the last 3 or 2 ladies that's been
on the show, I don't want to sound misogynist, versus House, it looks like the village is doomed because they're so combative. It's all okay to disagree, to agree to disagree, but you will never get anything done when you get emotional and take a stance behind everything everybody says. I know what your platform stands for, getting the word out and helping the community. These people don't seem like they want to help the community. That's the first thing I want to say. And I saw it on your face. I know you didn't plan this. You didn't plan this, but the way your face looked when you told Trina not to bring Jed's name up, like she was bringing up Candyman for the third time, saying Jed's name. But the last thing I want to address, and it really, really been irked me. I've been paying attention to these Dolton shows, and it's starting to make me feel like it's a bunch of haters. I see some of the comments, but it's ridiculous that you right now, you got just about 550 people watching and 140 likes. That's ridiculous. In order for a person not to just tap the like button, not that you like what a certain person say, but respect that you having an open platform, it shows a lot of haterism, man. In my opinion, that you can't. You're not even asking for no money. A person can't tap that button and hit a like when you know you ain't gonna send $1 or $2. And it's been that way. No offense to the people that's been tuning in on the Dolton platform, but it has happened more in that genre where you don't even get a third of the likes of the people watching. And that's all I got to say. That's ridiculous.
Okay, thank you.
Something need to be done.
Thank you, sir. Last 4 digits of the number, 0.
Can I just say,
Who want to say something?
I would.
Hold on. I got.
764.
Okay, I want to get the. Let me get the new callers real quick. Okay, we.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm new.
Okay, I know you're new, but the new caller is the before you is 0721. Okay, I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes. 0721. Then I got like 5 callers out there. Come on, caller.
Ooh, Lord. Okay, this is Jay Ellis, Martin. I'm actually quite new to your show and everything else.
Okay.
But what I just saw tonight, I was absolutely disgusted with both.
Okay.
And like and I'm like, Trina, is this how you supposed to act as a mayor, for real? And not to mention, you said you was gonna get your husband on just to jump on. Oh, that's just sickening. That's not how a mayor should act. I mean, if you want to become mayor, you gotta connect with the people. Why are you not connecting with nobody? I mean, the same thing goes with Jed too. You need to start disrespecting women too. You know, I mean,
It goes both ways. Yeah.
Yeah, clearly. But
Man.
I mean, it goes both ways. I was actually going to say that until you actually beat me to the point.
But it goes both ways. It's respect mutual. You know, I hate to see a black man disrespect a black woman. I hate to see a black woman disrespect black. What you say?
Can I please speak to this real quick, my boy?
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm going to be very, very quick.
Please.
Before any of what you all see now, I was a pastor for 10 years. I grew up very respectful of everybody. But I don't know if y'all know what it feels like to give your all and have people say that you raped somebody that you consider to be a child, always calling you poor, always saying that you got some kind of nefarious motive behind helping people. All of this respect that I deal with every day in and day out, it created a whole different kind of monster. And the narrative of women and black people and all that stuff is real cute. But imagine advocating for somebody, they white, they black, they woman, and then you find out they lied to you the whole time. Or imagine advocating for somebody black and you find out that they set you up or something. Like, y'all could never understand the psyche. I get it. You're going to deal with it from where you are. But just like I got on here, I call her by a name that none of y'all know, because I have proven myself to be a factual advocate that in my presentation to come forward with my whole soul. Y'all didn't know that she had a man, but I did because I do the work. And so when I listen to the conversations, it's really critical for me because people don't want me to have nothing. I can't get money. I can't freely express myself. I can't do it a certain way. It's like I've gotten to the point where forget all of that, because that's how I ended up in a car with a gun in my head, only for people to say I was faking then. So no, I don't know how to be nobody other than what y'all created. All you black people, all you women, and all you men. Me and Martin got problems, but when I get on this show, I don't be on here talking about my problem with him because I know how to be focused, I know how to be factual, and I know how to respect who respect me. I know how to differentiate among. But I wasn't even on this dang on thing. I was actually enjoying my day, and then I got called about something that was being said. And look what and people keep telling me, you need to stop answering this. Do you know that if I let any of this stuff live, let me help y'all out so I can put this conversation in complete form. People keep trying to accuse the trustees of Dolton of bringing me in. I don't even talk to these people. I don't engage with them, and I say it all the time. I call them every
the trustees never bring you in, though.
Sir, let you talk.
I get on here and I transparently share with the public that these are 3 times where I remember getting money from these people, the trustees. All of a sudden, it's a narrative on the internet saying he now has told that he done got paid from the trustees. A complete fallacy. But I did that in transparency, and then they turned it and made it a problem that guess what? I have now had to talk to lawyers. I have now had to talk to the law enforcement and so many other people simply because I was being transparent for the public who demands answers, and I give the answers, and then they still flip into something that it is not. It is no way in hell that, and barely to determine who I'm fucking on because everybody got their perception of my sexuality. So guess what? You get what you create. And I tell people this all the time. Look at all these bad kids that's running amok in the community and in Dolton. And I tell you why they like that, because of the village that's raising them. Now, if we don't get focused and get for real, let me help y'all out. Tiffany, here y'all got a real chance. And I ain't saying this by opinion. I'm saying this because I'm a researched and well-informed man. I'm running Hopson right back in that office because the voters who are likely to vote again are senior citizens who have been inundated with free stuff. I'm not gonna cuss. I'm trying not to cuss on your platform. They've been inundated with free stuff, and they not on the internet in the majority. They not aware of this, and they've been having personal touches from her with her spin for the last 3.5 years. And people are not being genuine on these calls, and that's what's frustrating about it. That's why I keep on jumping on all these calls when I could just be minding my business and act like I'm something that I don't even think that I am. And let me help you out when I give you understanding. The people who are appealing against me got one problem. It's not that I'm not factual, because she didn't get on here and say that I didn't know what I was talking about. She tried to redirect my information while spreading rumors about me. I'm factual. The issue with the people that that don't like me is because they wish that they can do what I do on their best day when it's sometimes done on my worst day. And the issue is they don't have the information, and that's how they're creating the content, because the relevance is a hell of a drug that I no longer am addicted to. So when I give y'all the understanding of this, when I'm listening to people say stop the hate, it's coming from them. But let me tell you what you don't know. They don't think that I know, and now let me put this on the record, that they are all a part of a group that's simply trying to find favor with whoever is in power or got money, because they are opportunists. And there is somebody within the next couple of weeks, and that's why I've not made my report just yet, that I'm going to show y'all has gotten property from Tiffany Henyard. Now have real estate that they would have never been able to afford. While they sit there playing games in all y'all faces, they got property, and they not gonna tell y'all that they got it because Tiffany Henyard is trying to unload all the property because she see the writings on the wall. She know that people are now onto her. She's trying to get rid of all these property that they have illegally taken, and some of these people who playing in y'all faces on these shows have been the benefactor of those properties, and they think that nobody is going to know because it takes about 90 days for the deed to show up. Well, they forgot that I keep telling them I work with the DOJ. That means and so you can't, you know what I love? Y'all can't say nothing about a nigga like me, because I tell you myself, because I ain't got nothing to hide. And I tell everybody, from the devil to an angel, my soul ain't for sale. And if I work with you, I'm going to say it because I'm not afraid. I'm not a snitch. I'm an asset. In other words, I made them. What y'all should be doing, black people, is be proud of a young black man who possibly may not be lying that said that I now got the federal government paying me to do my operation and give me what I want when I ask for it. You know why? Because when I was out there marching with Martin and all of us, with the Laquan McDonald case and the DOJ came in for the consent decree, I didn't meet with a group because I stood by myself because I wasn't popular and everybody was pitted against me. And I met with them and I said, if I help y'all, y'all gonna do this. And I thought about my longevity and not my now or the headline. And so I'm in a different seat. But Tiffany Henyard, likelihood of winning Dolton is real. And the people who are trying to detract and distract, they're doing it because they're looking for their own benefit. And they keep using these bullshit old narratives of outsiders, who getting paid, who doing this with who, and they all looking for, they all filing lawsuits and all trying to figure out how to file a lawsuits and trying to figure out who and how to sue while they claiming they all connected. Mark Johnson, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm waiting for the day that God gives us the opportunity to address what I got in my heart with you. But this is what I will say. Thank you for letting me be on this show today. But I want you to hear me, sir, because you got a different seat than anybody on this call. We fought together, okay? You are the only man that got footage of this child that I love so much in your damn laptop because we fought together. You're the only one that was around us on this call. So that's why I treat you way different. But I want you to understand this. Be what's the rumor mill? Be careful because somebody or people who are trying to enjoin themselves to you because they cannot get what you have, they're utilizing your reach and they're utilizing your heart towards black women, sir, and they're not telling you the whole story. But if you give me a week or two, I'm going to show you about the property that they got that I'm pretty sure you don't know about.
Okay. I just, hey, Jed, let me say this. I was just trying to keep the peace, brother. I know you, like I told them on the live, I said, I know Jed better than all of y'all. I've been knowing him long. We work together and all that. I was just asking them, because I noticed some of these little YouTubers mention your name in the title and all that. Then when you get on their backside, oh, he disrespecting women and all that, but you agitating stuff. Keep Jed's name out of your mouth. That's all you have to do. Listen, that's what I do. When me and Jed get into it, when I get tired, you know what? I ain't talking about that no more. And it just goes away. You still have little people come in the inbox. Oh, Jed said this by your margin. You know, I said, I'm going to leave that alone. Stay away from that. We got bigger fish to fry. That's all. And the brother is right. He been through a whole lot, people. He was a pastor for 10 years. I can vouch for that. Trust me. Oh, he got beat up, misused, lied, all those things. He ain't lied now. And the monsters that he say he is, we created that. In a sense, he's right, people. Realize, you know, I mean, when I met Jed didn't even, I ain't never heard Jed use a cuss word. That's God witness. I'm telling you. I've seen people do things to him, and you know how calm I am? That's how Jed used to be calmer than me. Real soft-spoken. I mean, I always speak out loud, but when you come to him, you never have to worry about him raising his tone. Always ease him out. This is Jed that I first met. Trust me. I'm just telling y'all, this is real talk. I'm not trying to play no sides or nothing. I remember the man didn't cuss at all. You listen, Jed would give you.
I didn't know a cuss word, bro.
Jed would give you the shirt off his back if he could help you. I'm telling you. I've seen a man go into the lion's den and help folks. I've seen it with my own eyes. So I can never discount his work he's done in the community. I could never do that. Never.
He's a lion himself.
Look, but let me.
That's why I asked Leo. That's what I asked Trina. What did I do wrong? And you see, she couldn't even really give a narrative because it doesn't exist. And then I said the stuff that nobody knew. When Trina was confronted by people with me, I came to her like, "Are you okay? I hate that this happened." But they're not gonna tell that part because that's not the narrative that they want. But at the end of the day, let me just be very clear here. Tiffany Henyard, if she is elected or not, She's going to go to jail for fraud that has been extended, that has been done through real estate. She's going to go to jail because of how she has mishandled funds, how they have connected with individuals and taken bribes for official duty, how they have literally utilized people in businesses to cash checks and to enrich themselves, and how Tiffany has been able to get people to be blindly faithful to her. Let me tell you something, because I'm not a fake man. It has crushed my soul. It has crushed my soul, bro. Because I was time. He Price was my hero as a child because I saw this man fighting for the Southland. What people don't know is that when we were young advocates in Chicago, Keith Price used to tell us how to fight. He was an elected official in the Southland, and he used to tell us how to do what we were doing. And I reminded him of that. And I said, I couldn't believe that you would do this. But you know what Keith Price always was fighting for? He was always fighting for the black people to have the access to what the white people had during the days of Frank Zuccarelli. Now he got it, but he got a woman in there. And I don't think that Keith Price is fighting for Tiffany. I think that Keith Price is fighting for what he was fighting for, and he don't know how to handle the fact that it is chaotic. Do he do everything right? No. Do he move correctly? No. Me and him haven't even talked exactly because of what I was just pointing about. But Tiffany is a charmer. There was a deal made that allows her to get the seat. Chris Gonzalez was taken advantage of. He was not in on the deal, but he was persuaded because they couldn't find nobody that they wanted to take that seat. She charmed her way into that. She manipulated and used Frank Zuccarelli and his kindness as they were distracted on the show. She built a team of people who literally had reach. Jason House was respected. Keith Price and Michael Smith are the two people known in the Southland for being able to knock people off the ballot. She surrounded herself with people who she knew could get things done while she remained the criminal that she has always been. She literally has been in a hell of a custody battle with her baby's child. She does not take care of justice the right way. Tiffany has never cared about nobody but her damn self, and she finally got a man. And if I really start talking, let me stop. Because if I really start talking, I'll blow the wheel.
Hold on.
Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Because I will put this thing out and y'all will be like, God damn it.
Don't do it on my, hey, Jed, don't do it on here. I already heard enough. God damn it. Okay, I probably can't take no more if I hit some more. Man, but I won't be able to take no more.
Can I say something?
Okay, go ahead, Miss Conscious. Go ahead, Miss Conscious. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to apologize to you. My point was the hatred and vile.
Okay, hold on. I hear an echo. Somebody turn their face.
Yeah, somebody's TV on.
Man, please turn it down. Put your phone on mute. Go ahead, Miss Conscious. Go ahead.
The first thing I want to do is apologize to you, Martin. My point was this hatred has got to stop. These vile comments have to stop. I got upset when I started reading the comments, and I apologize for that. My point is, this has got to stop. It is tearing the community apart. What I post on my page are warrantless financial reports.
I was waiting to, I'm about to talk loud.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I
Martin,
did make
can I
a
say
video.
Yeah, let's say something out there.
I did make a video, and I'm going to finish it up, but I do want to apologize to you, your callers in the chat, because I did get upset when I saw certain comments.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you got it out. Okay. Okay. All right.
The hatred has to stop. The violent comments have got to stop. And
Martin, can I speak?
Good night.
Okay, let me let Marcus, then I'll let you speak. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, because it's
all right. Good night.
All right. Go ahead, Marcus, real quick, Marcus, because we got a lot of.
I want to ask Jedediah a question, and this has to do with Dolton.
I don't know if he's still here. No, he's not on the line. Oh, yeah, he's still here. He's still here. He's still good. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question, brother? Do you think with all this going on in Dolton that the state should come in and take over?
I think that it is too late. The Democrats have been playing in the face of Illinois for so long. They thought this was just pretty much they swept under the rug, and Tiffany Hilliard is extremely connected to the Speaker of the House, Christopher Welch. The state is not going to do anything because they missed their moment and they failed. They're not going to do anything. They should have done it a long time ago.
So what do you think the outcome should be for Dolton? What would you say to the voters, the residents? What would you say to them?
I think that and this is my opinion, is that the best thing that I could advise people to do is to focus on the 11th hour. This is about to be over as it relates to, they're about to pick the next 4 years of their leadership. They need to mobilize and be visible. This is a storyline. It needs to become a movement, because the unfortunate reality is nobody has really hit the ground like they should. And the larger community in Dalton is not aware or even tapped into what's going on. People, if you literally just have a conversation with a regular person in Dalton about this that's not on like YouTube and stuff, they don't even know what's happening. They'll say, I don't know the trustees, I don't know the mayor, and it's a very disheartening thing because the world's talking about a village that has always been overlooked. So the best thing that they could do is cold, I get it, but they got to mobilize, pick whoever they're going to pick for leadership, but they need to really set it up for the fact that whoever gets in there for the next 4 years is knowing that they're going to have to deal with a movement of people, and they have not done that yet, and I'm praying that they do it before it's too late.
Okay. Go ahead, my dear sister, real quick. I got 5 more calls. Go ahead.
Just real quick, I want to just speak on the disrespect. I have never witnessed a Black woman be so comfortable disrespecting a Black man in all of my life. The reason why the Nation of Islam is as strong and organized and powerful as it is because not of oppression of Black women, because no nation can rise higher than its woman. And the Nation of Islam will be nothing without Khadijah. You can do your research on her. But because women know their place, and they know their place in chess as the strongest player, but in the support of the king. And this is why Dalton is in the position that it is. It's not because a woman cannot run anything, right? Because she's a woman. It's because she doesn't understand strategy. She does not understand her position, and she has no moral respect for herself. I pray to God and the Most High and whomever else anyone worships or believe in, that this is never allowed, and that those women that called in understand that how we represent ourselves, right, is how the world views us, right? And not only how the world views us, how our future, which are these children, understand their position as it pertains to this world. That was disgusting. And I say this not in suppression of any women's or women's rights or anything, but we know our Black men are behind the 8 ball. And we know that we are not stronger than them. And God put us in position to support them, right? We can all on this phone agree with that, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so with that,
Agree.
So with that, my Black women, support your Black men, because we are nothing when we are against each other. Absolutely. And if you need any help, I suggest some of you go on these YouTube videos and look at the powerful women that Farrakhan has put in position. They are not oppressed and they are not silent, but they are poised, okay? And with their poise, they are powerful. Amen.
4316, go ahead, caller. 4316, your little last
Martin,
Go ahead.
Martin, I thank you. I've been following you for a long time, and I just wanted to say that don't feel bad about what happened today. You've been always fair, in my opinion. And I've been watching these shows for a couple of times. I just wanted to say to Trina Downs that she has the ability to be a powerful force for the village of Dalton. But for whatever reason, her attitude and that this anger that she carries in her heart is just really getting in the way. I've watched her. She's very smart and articulate, but for whatever reason, she has so much hate. I don't know if it's childhood trauma or whatever. I don't know what that is, but I pray for her. We can talk about her and call all kind of names and things like that.
Or pride.
Maybe it's pride. I don't know, but we can talk about her, or we can say, well, we should just pray for her because it's something else that's there, and I see it, and it can basically destroy a person. We talk about Black people coming together. We should pray for that sister because she has it,
I don't know if she knows what to do with it. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to act like I do. But to talk about Jedediah, I support Jedediah wholeheartedly. My family does. I've watched this man. I went out there when he was out there with Kanika Jenkins. I've been when he was out there at the other protests, but I've watched him genuinely try to help people, and I feel that he actually cares. And when he came to Dolton, you guys may not want to admit it or not, but things shift. Things shift. A lot of people started, it was already talked about, but when Jedediah came, I really started watching. My family, and I heard, people now, we talk about Dolton because when he came, he set the roof on fire. Along with other people that's been fighting. I'm not going to take anything away from that, but let's not be so hard on, like the sister said, our black men. You don't see many black men standing up, willing to go to jail, willing to get hurt. You don't see that. We don't see it. A lot of these men, and it's sad to say, are acting like women. So when you see a young man, he's only 38 years old. Most of us in our 40s and 50s and stuff like that, we should actually, rally behind him. If we see something that he's not doing correctly, let's tap him on his shoulders as elders. Don't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't get, like the one lady said, the hate for this one and that one, and we against one another. Because what has happened, and I've heard him say it as well, and I feel it, there's a shift. Because Cassandra came in, the last show, I watched it, and caused ruckus. And now we got off Tiffany for a second. And Dalton, we got off there for a second, and we went in on her. And whether she's a plan or not, but there's a shift. And Tiffany, they've been mighty quiet, not as loud as they normally are. And they planning. And I really do think that she has a chance to get back in there. Because I feel like since she's been there, it's been nothing but chaos in Dolton. Nothing but chaos. Whether she's feeling or whatever, but the chaos. Most politicians get their hand wet a little bit. We know that. But they know how to settle down. They know how to be quiet and do what they do. This lady came in dressed as Nino Brown. She came dressed as Nino Brown and said the residents better have some money. Come on, we can't have, that's disrespect to the people. Who does that? So we have to get back to the fight. All of this, Jedediah, Trinidad, Cassandra, because none of them would do a great job, in my opinion, as mayor of Dolton. We need to get Tiffany out of there and she needs to go. I'm not telling people who to vote for, but Tiffany Henyard needs to go. And just imagine if all the YouTubers, Burgundy Blue, Jedediah, Martin, if all of the YouTubers that's in Illinois really came together, if we came, just imagine it. In love, want to fight for the real fight, because if y'all notice what's happening in the world, y'all don't see what's happening in the world, and we nitpicking like we in kindergarten, fighting each other like we babies. Do y'all see what's happening in the world? I'm not talking about President Trump, and not just that, but Democrats and Republicans. They don't like us. They're not for us. None of these parties are for the people. And when we as a culture get that in our head and start waiting for someone to save us, then we'll be okay. We were the first original human being. God has given us everything that we need in us, and we're born with it. Tap into it. Women, we have to start acting like women.
Can I say something?
We have to start acting like women. I see a lot of this gangster mentality. You want to be, ghetto, and you want to be powerful. First of all, and this is just my thought, I don't believe women should lead any man. Doesn't mean that you have to sit down with your head down, but I don't think that's our lane. Okay. We are nurturers.
Hold it right there, man.
You know what I mean? So
thank you for your comment.
I'm gonna stop right there because I could go on and on.
I know.
I thank you.
Thank you.
Can I please say something to that?
Go ahead, Jed, man. You're going to have to leave me a cash app, man. God dog. Go ahead.
I just feel like I just really, I be wishing that I can have spaces for dialogue. And this is what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I may lose a lot of people here, but I just want to tell them the truth from my perspective. Early on, when we began to do our research in this particular situation, I started looking around Tiffany and not just her. Because when I even first came in, I didn't even know her name. I never met her before. She had met and known a lot of activists, but I didn't know her. And that's why it's hard for a lot of activists, I found subsequently, to go against her, because she has this infectious energy. She has this fight in her. And so we began to look at her old videos as a trustee, and I find that a lot of the things that she's accused of, she actually was fighting against when she was a trustee. And so when I look through this, I said something, and again, this is where I may upset a lot of people, but I'm just giving my perspective. If you look at the inner workings and the lifestyle of the village of Dolton, this is why I begin to say Tiffany was not inherited. Tiffany was made, just like me. So when I look at Cassandra running, and I listen to how she comes across, and I listen to how Trina operates, and I listen to a lot of the individuals that I've come to meet in this fight, then what I have come to the conclusion of is that the way that Tiffany projects and operates is literally, it's like a girl who never got a mother's guidance. And then when I start looking at how she governed, I looked at who was around her. For example, I just put it up there because my heart was completely broken and realized, also having come from under federal investigation, Dorothy Brown has been a mentor to Tiffany. But when you actually do an investigation, you find a person who is actually simply teaching her how to skirt processes and how to not get necessarily, let me say, to do it, how to get close to the line without crossing it. And even now, you find investigating that Dorothy Brown is still somewhat trying to advise her privately, secretly, keep me out of it. But it is not for her to do the right thing. It's for her to not go to jail. And so Tiffany is a product of somebody that had aspirations, fire, and a fight, but didn't have an example. And she was kind of sort of stuck because the women didn't teach the girl how to become what she should have been. And she's supposed to have been historical proof that Black women can lead. And Tiffany Henyard would have been governor if she could have stayed on Straight Street.
Okay, 252. Come on, caller. 252. Thank you for holding for so long. So long. Thank you.
That's okay. Good evening, everyone. I have a quick question because I came in late. Did Cassandra come on tonight?
No, she didn't.
Did I miss that?
She didn't come on. We didn't even make it to Cassandra. I'm sorry. We showed the video.
Come on?
Huh?
Was she supposed to come on tonight?
No, it was just we was doing a reaction video of her combative attitude toward the people that was in
that night. Okay.
Right. That's what we was doing. I was going to ask people that. That's so we somehow Jed name came up and Trina brought his name up and Jed called in and it just went there. It went way left.
I came in on the end of it. I came in on the end of it, and I had my walk around with her the other night, and from what I heard, it was disgusting. But Martin, your platform is so much, bigger than that type of ridiculousness that she brings to the platform. I just hope that people wisen up and stop giving her an opportunity to showcase her ignorance. We're all over the world. We see what's going on, and Jedediah, I don't know if you're still here, but if you're here and if you're listening, your work is not gone unseen because we can see the impact that you've made in that community. And we all have a past. And I get it. When you've been attacked and you've been attacked unjustly and unfairly, yes, people want to, that's your name. That's who you are, and you want to protect that at all costs. But I learned a valuable lesson with my grandmother. She said, you have educated dummies. You can have people so smart that they're stupid. And stupid needs an audience to thrive. And if you don't entertain it, then it can't live and, wreak the havoc that it wreaks in your life. And she's a cancer. So I just hope that you stop inviting her to come on your platform.
I never invited her.
Not invite her. I mean, not invite her. I'm sorry. Just don't even allow her the opportunity to infest, such a wonderful platform with so much negativity. And I'm done. When you realize people can't do any better, you just let it go. But I hope you can get Cassandra back, because I really would like to ask her. We talked the other night. Our exchange, what I got from her was that she's willing to come back. And I really would like to know if she agrees with what Tiffany's doing, with the giveaways and all that stuff that didn't happen. If she sees governance in the same light, because the residents out there need to know that. But one more question: Who did you say was running for mayor? I thought I heard somebody say Trina. Is that what she said?
She said she's thinking about being running. Yeah,
actually running for mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure people will treat that with a grain of salt. So, all right, but I just, that's comical.
Okay.
But okay, have a good night.
All right.
I hope that you can get her back.
All right, 4046. Come on, caller. 4046. Last 4 digits. Come on, caller. Thank you for holding for so long. Thank you for holding. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Martin, may I call you Martin?
Yeah, you can call me Martin. It's okay.
Okay. I am just so grateful to be able to have a conversation with you right now. Your respect is just commendable. It's so refreshing that you can communicate without disrespect, without cursing. I have been following consistently this battle for almost 2 years. This horrendous situation in Dolton has just put me in such a state of just wanting to pray, as I always do, for our world. But specifically, I have been really, and I think you mentioned in this program that you didn't know that much about the political aspects of any of what's going on until you started following Tiffany Hendrick. And I say the same thing to you. I have learned so much. And I was an investigator for over 15 years with the state and the city in Chicago. And I tell you, I have learned so much as far as the legality of everything, the process of everything that's going on. And so I appreciate being able to hear a conversation on a program like yours that allows everyone to voice their opinions, but you didn't curse through any of it. And that's just refreshing in itself, because I usually have to go through the channels because I can't take the cursing from the commentators and on their platform. But so I just want to continue to pray for Dolton, as I always have for almost the last 2 years, and that peace and understanding and resolution happens really, really soon. And those that don't know the Lord, I pray such a major conviction that they fall on their knees and just talk to the Lord and confess so that they can be saved, because of all this back and forth through the dialogue of what you think. The bottom line is this life is very short, and it's very, 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 very short in 2025 going on. So we just need to get to a point to know our relationship with Christ Jesus. And then for those that do know him in Dolton, just know that you have his covering, his blood covering. And he shall give you peace beyond all understanding. And for Jedediah, I have tried to get in contact with him to just tell him how much I appreciate his fight for the Dolton. I just appreciate him as a person, and I want to share some things with him so that he has a better understanding of why my fight is so strong for Dolton. But I won't go on with that. So I just want to say, if there is any way that Jedediah can reach out to me, that would be great. Martin, I will now be looking at your show regularly because I didn't have to flip the channel. And I've been on hold for a little while and I don't mind. So keep up the fight. Keep up your I feel your heart. And God bless you.
Thank you so much. Keep me in
And
your
just
prayers.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Keep listening. Keep listening. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
Martin.
you.
Yes. I
Hey,
get.
Martin, I've been on here for like, I don't know how many hours. It was about past 3 minutes and stuff, but I understand you're very busy and a lot of phone calls are coming in and everything else. But I just wanted to say this, like, Trina, if you want to become an elected official, just get your act together first. Just stop with this back and forth and everything else with Jedediah. Just ignore him, do your own thing. That's all. I mean, what's that hurt?
I try to tell her.
No?
I told him. Okay, 612. Come on, real quick. 612.
All right.
612.
Oh,
Area code. Hey.
Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I just
Welcome
wanted
back.
to
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. I just, waited patiently because I want to finish my narrative. I don't like for other people who don't know me to have a narrative. I don't have any beef against Jedediah. That message that came in to bring you in, that's what brought me to the fight, not a team. And if I'm going to be totally transparent, it was because I was so concerned that information on that sexual assault had to do with a colleague. So to be clear for my narrative, that text that you got in the beginning is what brought me to a fight. I did not realize that donating to you made me a part of a team. So that was my mistake. The other thing that I wanted to say, and this is the last thing, I have not made mention of you. We were in a chat with Trina. You all were roasting each other. And I said, hey, I don't think any of this is funny with anybody roasting each other. What are we going to do about the fight? This is in a chat. And Jedediah chose to bring to a platform that we're in the middle of a roast. And who in the middle of a roast talk about the work? That lets me know she want to do it. There's no reason for that. And so that goes back to the hate. It goes back to taking the focus off of the real issues. If you, what is bringing me up have to do with what the residents need, not one thing. If you wanted to respond to me in a chat, we could have responded there, and that could have been the end of it. The issue comes when you try to go onto your platforms and create a narrative with people you don't know. And so again, that text that you got asking you to come to Dolton, that's what brought me there. And you know that's not none of your team. And I still pray for you and I wish you well. And I just wish that you would allow other people to do what they need to do without downing them. And that's it. That's it. I wish you well. Keep the focus on Dolton. Keep up your fight. When you talk about me or any other person, you take the focus off. Thank you, Martin, for letting me tell my own narrative.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask her a question? Can I ask her a question though? The people who, I mean, dang, she could talk about me, but I can't respond.
No, go ahead. Hold on. I'm trying to see who this was. I didn't know who it was at first. It's Jed, right?
So yeah, I think I have one question here.
Go ahead.
The shows that you are not actively a part of. Let's just say you are an individual. I primarily shows that bash me. Do you think that maybe your support of their comments could be misconstrued as you being a part of the bashing? Just out of curiosity, and to be clear here, I didn't get a text. I got a phone call from a government official in Washington, D.C., who asked me to simply go and bring awareness to check out the sexual assault allegation. I don't know what text you're talking about, but just so that we're also clear, I don't talk about you. I think I made mention of you one time when it was a situation that came up. And since then, I haven't talked about you, and I don't try to impede your work. So I don't know what you're talking about. Do good, woman, and get justice if that's what you're here for, because you're not in my thoughts.
Oh, and that's all I wanted to make sure, because you know what we're talking about, Trina Downs. And that's where you said choose compassion, choose hollow. She wants to do the work. That's unnecessary, Jedediah. That's all I'm saying. And the text, and the message that I'm talking about.
Those chats that you're in, do you think that the bashing that goes on with me that you comment on could be seen you supportive and bashing as well?
Yes, I do. And that's where I have messaged you and told you exactly where my battle was. And so, and that's where I say, okay, if that's, I do understand. Absolutely, yes. But then, is it how conducive is that if I've been in your text messages, the person, one of the people who messaged you to come there, asked you to get in touch with me if you needed to. So if there was a issue, you could have contacted me instead of doing that. I don't feel embarrassed or ashamed. I just feel disappointed because, like I said, I didn't come in trying to be on your team. My issue was a colleague of Andrew Holmes and a very big criminal investigation regarding 30 women. So that's what I came in on, to be very clear.
To put this to rest in context, if that's what you're here for, then the sexual assault victim, one of them, because there's several, literally still working with me because she's trying to get justice. There was a decision made. We have to challenge it to try to get the investigation reopened. So now I'm going to say to you, if that's what you came here for, when you are on these anti-bashing, dead, taking down platforms, then you're not focused on your mission, which is to extract if the allegation is founded or not. And when I'm getting all these attacks and hits, if you're really there for her and some colleague, then I guess she will be taking those hits and fighting with me. Not with me, but maybe alongside with me or conjunctively. I'm not saying you in Las Vegas. I'm not saying you extracting information about what Tiffany did. I'm not saying you try to, she should be considered a co-conspirator if it's true. I haven't seen you brought any of the facts about what has happened. If it's true, you don't have any recordings. I don't know if you talked to Famia. I don't know if you organized anything to help her, but I know that since I've been there, I've done everything that a man could possibly do, and I've had a lot of hits because of it, and I don't think you've been a part of any of that. So if that's what you're here for, then I would encourage you to get focused, stop worrying about my opinion because it doesn't matter, and then kind of sort of I can't tell you who channel to be on, but you spend so many hours on these anti-dash and dead channels so that when I speak about you the one time, now you're stuck there, and this is your talking point. It just doesn't add up or make sense. Twice. And it's been about 9 months. So can we get over it? Because it's been a long time ago. And what I'm saying is, if literally this is the point where the city is getting ready to determine if Tiffany Hinyard gets another 4 years or if somebody else gets the seat. And so the best thing you can do is talk about Jedediah talking about you twice, but you're here for sexual assault. We got to do the math. It doesn't quite add up. So I encourage you to get focused. And
that's what I'm saying to you, Jedediah, because that's what I'm saying to you.
Because Tiffany's part has not fully been extracted, yet the people who you are aligned with, they seem to be trying to get her cover, and that wouldn't be cool.
Okay, and the only people that I am aligned with are right now the people who I know who took Fania's name off of the October 8th agenda, things like that. See, that's what I'm not on an anti-Jed channel. I am on where I can see the meetings channel.
Okay.
So the same thing that you're saying to me is what I'm saying to you. When you take time to talk about somebody you don't know and say I'm aligned with somebody, I'm aligned with one of the people that asked you to come there for, for a very specific reason. And you're saying that, and I still told you there could be. Do we know if there's a correlation between the information that I have between these colleagues?
All right, y'all.
But anyway, I just wanted to make sure that my own narrative, I didn't know that donating made me a part of a team. I didn't know that. But the same person that contacted you is the one that told me to contact you as well.
All right. I'm so glad I ain't got all this on my channel.
Thank you, Martin,
no
for your
problem.
time.
I'm glad I ain't got all this he said, she said, and this 219. Come on, Indiana. Come on, 219. All right.
Wait a minute. Who talking?
No, I muted him. Go ahead. That was Reb the Barber.
Okay.
You got some in the back. Go ahead.
I'm just.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just hoping that you know, when we get on here, there's a lot of evil stuff going on, Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying, I hope they're not intentionally trying to get on your broadcast to shut you down, because they know you popular and everything. You know, I'm just saying it. You know, we are learning about our community, and Jetta Brown, he has really helped us. You know, and I just got through watching I think it's called The Madness. And they said, do you believe it? I said, yep, it's going on now. Look at Dalton. But I'm just saying that to say, everybody has a mission and a purpose in life. That's all I got to say. And we need Martin, and we need Jedediah too, because it's a bigger fish out here in the state of Illinois. We can't just let these people come on here and attack us. Once you know the truth, like Martin said, it's the truth. The YouTubers made all of this happen. It had nothing to do with Jedediah. So, Martin, don't let them destroy your broadcast. We got big fishes in Illinois.
I know. We got
and in Chicago.
I'm not gonna let them do it.
Jedediah, they keep bringing his stuff up about that suicide stuff, and suicide is on the rise, by the way.
All right. Don't say that word too many times. Yeah, but don't say that word too many times. So that you cannot.
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
You're right. On the live.
Yeah.
You know, kids come to me, I try to talk to them. And they doing this every day through the music and everything. So this is the culture that we are in today. People gonna talk about people. That's what they do. So y'all don't let them bring you down, Martin. That's all I'm saying.
No, I ain't gonna bring me down.
I don't know what's going on.
Listen. They took a whole page of 195,000 people from me last year, and that didn't take me down. So you know this ain't gonna take me down. So hey, listen, it's always another avenue. When one door closed, God opened up another door. It always worked that way. So you know,
come on here. That's the evil stuff.
Yeah. So
and I've seen all that evil stuff with my own 2 eyes.
Right. I just want us to get along.
Tell me nothing.
Get along, and you know. It's always been stereotyped that black people can't do nothing, and we know that's a lie, because we can lecture slide together and family reunions and picnics and line dance. We do all that together. But when it comes to something major, pulling together, man, it's so hard and difficult. So we do major and minor things. We need to start majoring and major things. You know, we have to do that, people.
And then when we about Trump. Remember we talked about Trump? We said, what y'all gonna do if Trump get in?
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody come here cussing or wasn't nobody doing none of that until the people in Dalton. They be careful.
Gotta be careful. Yeah.
You know, manipulate your broadcast.
Right. All right, we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this last caller here. Reb, he's probably still on there. I don't know. Reb the Barber. Your last caller, then I'm gonna go back to the go ahead, bro. I don't know what till you come in.
You hear?
Yeah, I want you to. I'm ready for you to come in.
Yeah, I would definitely want my voice to be heard tonight, man. Martin, you know me, man. We know me and you. I would say if I can't say friends, I say we good buddies, pals. You know what I'm saying? You know, I support you all the way. You know what I'm saying? I commend what you're doing. I'm inspired when I hear people talk about, you know what I'm saying, your good work. You know what I'm saying? My family members, they love you. They're your fans. They look forward to your show coming on. They look forward, and not because of entertainment, but because of information, education. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to know, that's why I'm starting off. I want you to know that. Just like the other women, other people that came on, you know what I'm saying, that said what they said in their appreciation to you, man, thank you. That's the only thing I'm going to give you. You know what I'm saying? God will give you more. So that's all I got. You feel me?
Appreciate you, man.
To this live broadcast tonight, anybody know me know that I'm humble. Anybody that don't know me, it's a reason why you don't know me. People be like, man, well, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Who is you to say this? Who is what you do out here? You know what I'm saying? That shows that you don't know me. So I'll say that before I even start. Because I might, you know what I'm saying, offend some people, you know what I'm saying? And that's not my intention. My intention is to elevate. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in the car on my way back to the south side from the west side with my son and my nephew. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about prime examples, man. That's what I'm going to talk about right now, because there's the things that I heard on this live tonight, the things that the world that listens in to Martin Johnson hear, you know what I'm saying? If you black folks, you ought to be embarrassed. And if you any other culture, you ought to be laughing at, you know what I'm saying? Our people. You know what I'm saying? It is sad. You know what I'm saying? Have I not heard anything tonight with two powerful people who is the mainstream names tonight? They the famous ones tonight. And I love Jedediah. I want them to know that. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to start seeing, you know what I'm saying, from everybody, anybody that sits up there and they want to run for a political office, they want to get a high hat, they want to be, you know what I'm saying? If you're a leader, you're a leader. You know if you're a leader, forget what anybody else say. I know what I am. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm not known like that, because I let the authenticity of my work speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? When I die one day, there's people that's going to be around me, that's going to come speak for me, and their life have really been changed. Not by what I said on social media, not by me telling people, you know what I'm saying, doing things to run for offices. You know what I'm saying? People with arrogance, you can tell that they don't need no power. You know what I'm saying? When you can come on and you can just talk about somebody else, what do you got work of your own hands doing? If you could talk about somebody else and don't let your work speak for itself, excuse my language without me saying it, but y'all understand what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Only cowards will sit up there and bash other people to get an agenda to fulfill their goal and going forward. You're not a winner. You letting me know right now, if I was a Dalton resident, I wouldn't vote for you. No matter who it is, I don't care. Whoever did it, I ain't saying no names, nothing. Whoever did it, if you bashing somebody, if you make somebody look bad, well, only thing you be talking about is your policy. And if your policy works, you know what I'm saying, and getting the people to believe in what you believe in, it don't take you to slap somebody else with some words in order to, because your truth speaks for itself. Your word speaks for itself. I'm sick and tired of campaigns. Donald Trump didn't do it. Donald Trump did not start getting people to talk about people the way they talk about each other when they run for campaigns now. It's terrible. And then as soon as you get in office, you sell your people out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of that. It's real life going on. You know what I'm saying? You really got real young women out here dying because their boyfriends got mental brain problems, so they leaving their children. You really got young men out here getting falsely accused for things that they didn't do, so they doing time in jail, getting guns. You really got that. You really got them coming back into society and ain't got no way, no matter who mayor, no matter who alderman, no matter what money is being thrown down and trickled down, it never make it to them. You know what? I deal with those type of people. And I ain't on here to sit there. It ain't no bragging to me. My work speaks for itself. So what I'm asking for those that call themselves want to be highlighted in the media, remember this one thing. All the good you say about yourself definitely going to have a counter move and bring some bad. Whether you did it or not, everybody ain't going to like you. So stop trying to be people pleasers and just be real leaders. That's the problem. Everybody ain't going to agree with you. So stop trying to sit up there and cut corners behind doors to get ahead and sell your people out just to sit up there and keep things going. You know what I'm saying? Dalton is just a big old show of what black people is all about, what we became about. We worse than the ones that showed us how to do it. You know why? Because we expose ourselves. They don't. They keep on doing it behind the scenes, and they keep on getting you to buy the porch. They keep on getting you to expose yourself in an uncharacterized manner in social media or in the media. They continue to get you locked up in jail, all this stuff. Look at us. And we sitting up here fighting about a damn Dalton. And it's a possibility that neither one of them become the next mayor. They might have a next white mayor. What y'all gonna do then? Y'all gonna treat that mayor the same way y'all treat Tiffany? What if she gangster or not? Well, guess what? She was raided from y'all. What if she was hood or not? Y'all acting just like her. I don't care what y'all say about her. Y'all acting just like her. She ain't the only one acting like that up there in Dalton. And I'm on the outside looking at Dalton. And guess what? I'm a pastor. So I'm looking at character, and I'm looking at everybody acting the same way, even though they're talking about somebody, oh, we'll get her out. Oh, you might as well keep it in. Because the next person going to come in acting the same way, doing the same thing. That's what I see. So that's what I'm saying, man. Look, leave the politics alone. Get out here and do some real work. I'm talking about come together. That's what it is. Take your platform and your gift, take your skill and what you got, and bring them together at the table for real. And stop sitting up there bashing each other and talk about, well, I'm the best candidate. Y'all sound just like a whole bunch of denominations. One God and y'all talking about, everybody talking about, well, I know God better, or God ain't like this, he like that. You wrong about God, I'm right about God. Y'all sound like a whole bunch of denominations. You sound like a religion. And I wouldn't vote for neither one. Because of the way you treat each other.
All right, preacher. Preacher. And the church says, amen. All right. Last call, I said, I sound like a preacher now. You know, they say, I'm getting ready to close now. 563 area code. Come on, caller. What you got? What you got for us? 563.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Oh, that's me.
You better come on with it, because I got you.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Henderson, and I'm from Iowa City, Iowa.
Hey, all
And,
right. First time caller tuning.
I've been watching a lot of the meetings in the last maybe year and a half at Dalton, as well as the Thornton Township. Now, what I really like, about the trustees in Dalton is that, they have come to bat, using a baseball scenario, they've come to bat for the citizens and for the community there. What's her name? She knows the numbers, and they really, I don't see them as people who are sort of vulgar and, and name calling. I see them as people who really, really can pull Dalton back together. That's what I see. I'm not real familiar. I sometimes get offended because people say that I should have no opinion because I'm not from Dalton. But however, even not being from there, I care about those people, the way they were treated during the meetings. So I guess that's all I have to say. And I thank you for allowing me to come on. And I'm sorry if I appear biased, because I am. I really want the trustees to be the trustees in Dalton again, and for the Thornton Township. Sherry. I totally agree with those trustees there, because of the fact is that they want the mayor, the supervisor to be held accountable, be transparent, and not to try to hide things, so that they're able to do their job better. I don't think that they want people not to have things and not to have food or anything like that. But she can't continue to spend the money like that. I'm thinking, if I live there and I watch all, having to have taxes come out for the township and for different things there, and then my money is just being thrown away on what I see. I mean, I believe in helping people, but we have to do it in the best way. And they come together and they come up with a strategy in order to get that done. So I guess that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
And I pulling for Dolton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your biggest cheerleader. I'm believing in clean house. I really am. I'm believing in them because they haven't shown me anything but integrity. You know, so that's where I am with that.
Okay.
You know, so and I'm sorry, but I like Jedediah.
That's okay. You could listen. That's okay.
The reason I like him is because he has done things that the people in Dolton, those who are hostile, you know, having hostility towards him. See, he has done things much prior to Dolton, that has helped people, in which he didn't have to do that. You know, he don't have to put himself out there. Do I think have a little emotional intensity? Yes. You know, and sometimes I say, well, maybe that's past. You know, maybe he's so compassionate. You know, and I thank God that that they're gonna have what's the guy at the top of the ticket for Thornton Township? The one who's going to be in the primary.
Napoleon.
What's his name? Napoleon. Yes, because when no other governmental officials came through, no one else came. You know, and I guess biblically people would say, you know, at the risk of sounding like I got some exaggerated religiosity, I guess what people would say in the Bible, I think he would be that person. Well, God said, "Who will I send? Who will I send?" And Napoleon said, "Send me. I'll go."
All right, ma'am. Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. Thank you for calling in. First time caller. Thank you so much. The caller, why are you calling in? 520 area code. What's going on? 520 area code.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't want me to rest, do you? Go ahead. Go ahead. What's come on, make it quick. I'm giving you 3 minutes because come on with it.
Okay. I am calling from Arizona.
Okay. Arizona in the house. Okay.
And I've been watching Dolton and Thornton Township, and it's just a shame to see what's going on there. And I am an official as well here in Arizona, and that's why I got started listening to them. To Dolton. All I want to say is that I pray that everything works out for them, and that yourself, Martin, and Jedediah, go ahead and finish doing what you all have to do to assist whoever needs that help. And I apologize because I'm like 2.5 hours from behind you all.
Okay.
So I apologize.
Okay. No problem. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get my notification. Just make sure you get subscribing. Everybody, before I get off here, I don't know how many likes that I have on YouTube. Please hit the like button. Do that for me. I'm not asking you for no money. I need some, but hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please, everybody hit the like. It won't hurt you to just hit the like button. That's not saying that you agree with everything happened on here today. We understand none of us agree with each other 100% all the time. So I need you guys to hit the like button. Hit that like button for me, and I appreciate you guys for doing what you guys do. Appreciate. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. And people, I just love.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? I got another.
I've been on here.
What's your number?
Here for about an hour.
Really?
My number is 843.
You didn't say anything. You let me skip you? I'm sorry.
I've been waiting for an hour and 10 minutes.
I'm so sorry. You know what? I thought
you're okay.
Go ahead.
I'm here to talk about.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll send you up there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm here to say that this whole thing has brought light to the whole country. It hasn't just been to just Illinois. It hadn't been just to Thornton. It hadn't been just to Dalton. I never used YouTube, and when I got on there, I found Jedediah's page, and I watched him try to help a bunch of people. I watched him try to stand up for what was right when it came to Thania, and everybody wants to sweep that under the rug. Everybody wants to, but here's the thing. I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I am as white as it gets, and I support everything that it is about us being a melting pot. We got to stop seeing color, and we got to start standing up for each other. And my thing is that we got to start listening to each other instead of bashing someone or bringing a golf club into a meeting or just making up stories. Like, don't forget what people did. Like, stop hearing the stories and then changing the narrative where it came from. Like, you saw it, I saw it, we know what people are doing, and we got to start standing up as a community and love each other no matter what state we're in, country we're in. We're all God's children, and we have to start loving each other.
Okay. You got a little bit more time because you've been on for a long time. I am so sorry. I apologize to you. When I see your number come up again, I'm gonna boost you up. So I'm gonna make it up to you. I remember.
Well, and I just watched your show the other day, the first time, and I loved it that you're letting people talk and you're letting people get their views out, and then you're letting other people talk. Like, that's wonderful.
But you know what?
We got to start listening.
Right. Let me say this to you. Let me just say this to you. That's the purpose of this show. It's not necessary if it's right or wrong. It's give everybody a voice and opinion. Because I used to have you get on here, then I have a panel. Everybody get beat the one person down that thinks different. Call them dumb, stupid. But I don't want to do that. I want to hear everybody's voice. Give everybody a voice. We all have opinion.
And we're all human, and we're all going to sin. That's the thing. If you believe in God, like everybody wants to bring up God all the time. If you believe in God, then you know that sin is sin. It doesn't matter. And we have to, as a group, accept that and understand forgiveness. That's the other part of sin that we don't accept. But we have to still hold people accountable when they continue. Like what is going on in Illinois? I don't even want to say her name, but what is going on? She's not doing right. And as a community, like, I don't care who goes in next. Like, don't get the worst one next, but definitely, like, look at what you're doing to yourselves. And it shouldn't be okay. We shouldn't wait for the FBI. Like, someone should go up to her and say, "What are you doing?" That's just my thought.
All right. And I'm going to leave it
right here in South Carolina.
I'm going to leave it right there, too. I'm not even going to come behind you. Thank you for your comment. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like. People, do me a favor. Right now, I have, 400 some people on YouTube. If I can get half of them people just to hit like, I think I'll be okay. That'll be all right.
Well, you got mine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I love that you guys are still, like, making things work. Thank you.
I'm trying. We're trying. Sarge, I don't see you like on this video, man. Where your name at on my YouTube video?
I did like her. Don't you even play?
No, okay.
I was the one on
okay.
Sarge.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Martina, you got me confused. I was your 100. I think it was the 184th or 83rd like on YouTube.
Let me find out.
Likes on Facebook, that don't count.
Okay.
Your YouTube likes is what count.
Okay.
Well, God bless everybody for doing it right.
Y'all let's get Sarge the last word. I got to get out of here. Go ahead, Sarge. 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. For 2 minutes, and I can finish it in that.
Okay.
Something that woman said about the gang problem, this and that, and I got relatives that's private military and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Bull hockey. Now, gangs in Illinois are not listed as terrorists in any form. If she got relatives that are going to band together and be going after these gangbangers, that's vigilantism, which is also illegal. And if they do citizens arrest, that is illegal. And if during that citizens arrest, someone gets hurt, they could go to prison for that. That's how it works in Illinois. See, the castle doctrine in Illinois only applies to within your household. See? So a lot of people, they talk a lot of, well, I'm like, you know what? Talk is cheap. Let's get to the facts of matter, okay? You cannot do any form of vigilanteism like that. Well, this is a militia, and no, it's not a militia. They're a bunch of vigilantes, and that is totally illegal, and you can go to prison for that. So don't feed me. We're going to do this to the gangbangers because they're terrorists. No, they're not listed as terrorists. Now, in Georgia, where I live, I don't know about all that, but in Georgia, where I'm at, yes, they are listed as terrorists under the Anti-Gang and Terrorism Act of Georgia. They do something, a judge is granted the ability to give them.
Yeah, well, I just look at it different. I think
how y'all able to talk about what the law say? Y'all talk about all the time politics and how crooked they y'all worry about the law.
Excuse me, can I finish? I didn't interrupt nobody. I've been on here for hours listening to I didn't interrupt. And Mark was
you speaking, you excited about them bogus laws. If it's vigilante, and whatever it is.
Mark, did I interrupt anybody?
No, let him talk. He didn't interrupt nobody. He really didn't interrupt nobody. Let him talk. He's been on it.
My apologies.
I interrupted no one. Now, in the state of Georgia, we've got, and whatever I tell you, you can Google and look up the Anti-Gang and Terrorism Act of Georgia. Okay? If someone doggone calls somebody, inspired them to be in a street gang, and this person was under the age of 18, they automatically get an additional 10 years of confinement added on to their sentence. Now, it gives judges the right to attach another year to 15 years with whatever they got convicted of. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works in Georgia. So all this other stuff, talking about voting laws and this and that. Look, I hear a lot of people in Illinois talking about, well, in the world, you know, I don't see nobody with no passport that done been no place though. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to diss nobody, but I'm like, don't speak about the world when the very environment of that whole county of Cook is corrupt. The property taxes up there are almost 3 times as high as they are here, and the crime rate is out of control. But nobody wants to leave. So I'm like, I end with this. If you sick and tired of something enough, you're going to leave, ain't you? I don't see nobody moving.
Yeah, leave just like because they disagree.
I don't say I'm sick and tired of it. I stand up, fight, and do something about it. I don't say I'm sick and tired.
Yeah, you're going to stand up and fight and do something about what you can't control.
Chicago, I ain't going nowhere. Everybody leave. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't leaving Chicago no more.
But bro, that is your right as an American.
As one of God's children.
All right.
I don't do the God thing, man. Miss. I don't do the God thing. Okay, that's
what's the God thing?
Right. I don't do the God thing. I'm just putting it out there.
What's the God thing?
But I know we're all American citizens. I don't think there's any illegal immigrants on this channel.
I don't believe
so. We're all
in
Americans.
a certain God, but I believe you should do what's right.
Okay.
We're all Americans.
All right, people, and we're going into another chapter now. Let's hold us another story to save some energy for tomorrow. Well, actually, it's a new day. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all already know what it is.
You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live.
Uncut.
All right. Love you, bro.
All right.
I'm
yes,
out.
sir. Peace out. Thank y'all so much.
Shame the devil.
I love. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. No problem. Peace out.